everything here is immediately followed by sarcastic comments and nasty responses.
Yep, we're finally where we belong.
Don't think we don't know how to weed them out.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Put a ticket in, make her name it gay.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
That's all, brother. I had it.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
It's very good. Well, if you can't get out of it, get into it.
Welcome to Inside the Badger Den with the Angry Badger and Mr.Techrat.
Oh, there we go.
Yay!
And
NERDWARS.
Welcome, of course, to the 14th.
Oh, wait, hold on.
We've made it to 14. Yeah, you got to get in character. 14 episodes of Inside the Badger Den, fresh off of a pretty spectacular week. Joined, of course, by my co-host, Mr.Techrat. How are you, Mr.Techrat?
I'm doing pretty good. It was an eventful week for sure, but a hell of a night last night, wasn't it?
It's all been a blur. It's all been a dream. All predicted by the man below, the faming, renowned gaming journalist.
Did you say flaming?
Famed.
I've heard it both ways.
I don't think that's a word. As a journalist,
I'm making it.
My editor-in-chief barely had to add any semicolons to my work. Thank you very much. So I'm now an expert journalist. I'm pretty sure you made that word up. You
bringing respectability, doing more actual gaming journalism that has been on a hot minute. Erwin from NERDWARS, welcome, sir. Welcome back. Congratulations on your success. I really did actually like your article.
You have to say that. I pay you.
I do, but also I mean it. It's a rarity. And we'll talk about it a little bit later in a breakdown, obviously, tomorrow on Nerd Rage. But
it's not your grandpa's gaming journalism, I'll tell you that much.
You went autistically deep on it, and receipts were shown, and I'm excited for the rest of it.
I was worried what the editor would think, but he actually liked it, so well done, me, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to wait for more people to come in.
We're going to highlight John Richards, problematic white guys, comments a lot, presumably.
Yeah.
Hell.
I guess we should first. Let's say hi to the chat.
Yeah.
Yes. John, I know you did your homework. I know you watched Bound. I did too. And just let you know, this will be the last time we were ever going to have homework whatsoever. And then thank you, Down. I know you also watched it, and it's resentment will be had all around for this. But there was a lesbian sex scene we all got to watch. It was totally worth it.
Where did I miss this?
If you watched Bound, you did. If you didn't watch it, rather. If you watched it,
I watched Starship Troopers, so
you got some
I
boobs.
also got a couple good scenes.
You got boobs, and for that, I'm happy. But no, we will get to Bound. That's at the end. In order to get to that, we got to start talking about the videos we made throughout the week. And the first video we did...
I finally made one today.
Did you? Well, how's that
doing? You have to watch it still. Actually,
I was going to say, but did you watch one of Badger's?
I have to watch it still. Thankfully...
Why would I watch it when I could be part of it?
You can't be part of everything. Sometimes it has to be a passive experience. And a passive experience here.
Stop resisting.
No one went to go see the American Society of Magical Negroes. Because, yes, I'm not afraid to see it. Gary saw it. Gary took the hit for all of us. And thank God.
I thought about seeing it, but if I go to the movie theaters, I'm seeing Dune 2 again.
See, that's what I thought. If I would go, I would go see Ghostbuster or Dune 2 again.
Which I heard was trash.
Yeah.
Did you hear it was trash?
Probably be Dune 2 for me then.
Oh, see, I was going to ask if we should watch Ghostbusters to review it on one
You should.
I
watched Madam Web. You owe us one.
Yeah, but then you gave us that 2-hour review.
I was going to say,
that was
the review
longer
would be
than the
way
movie,
different.
And I feel like we all would have been better just watching the streaming, possibly of watching Sydney Sweeney, who was not going to show up now.
Have you heard of Voyeur? That's a movie I might need to watch.
Who's in that?
Sydney Sweeney Voyeur. All right, sorry.
If you need any watch all of them.
Anyone out there needs any thumbnal material, John Richards.
I just saw a commercial with Sydney Sweeney again for what is she, a pregnant nun?
Oh yeah,
Sounds
immaculate. Great. It does look good. Where she gives birth to maybe the Jesus or maybe the
Antichrist. Maybe the devil.
Yeah, speaking of the Anticristo, I'm not going to be watching this movie. Obviously, it wasn't made for me. No one else is watching it because it wasn't made for them. And it was fun to watch Gary meme on it. Thank you, Gary.
What if it were the American Society of Puerto Ricans? Then would you watch it?
I would hate it just as much. And you know what?
It would be
I even
loud
had a
as
friend,
fuck.
I had a friend, I'm not going to say his melanation level, but it's higher than normal. So when he was like, well, you know, it's harder sometimes. Maybe they're just happy to get some, you know, little step up. Wouldn't you be happy? And I was like, I would rather die than you tell me that I got something because of anything other than my merit. But they don't.
You don't want to join the Magical Society of Crackers?
I think it would be cool to have like the magical powers, but then when you find out that it was like linked to everyone together, and if you don't do what they want, you lose the magical power. Yeah. A basic Negro.
Oh, Jesus Christ! What if our powers were to keep the crazy white women ruining everything in line? We could call it Gamergate 2.
No, the crazy white women, unfortunately, as we have learned, are behind all of the crazy things and all. I don't know what that is. It's the most dangerous creature on the planet. It's not the hippo. Not the hippo. That is the most dangerous. Right. It is the liberal, the white woman. Just because it made me think of Twitter, and we had a couple things that Elon has commented on, and it's funny every time he does it.
Exclamation point. That was my favorite.
It's funny every time he does it, and I'm not sure if he understands the significance of it all the time. Like, obviously here, I don't like Ian Miles Chong because he is a race ripper. Wasn't he with the quartering, and he ripped off the quartering, and there was a whole thing. I
keep looking at this, and it doesn't show the tweet, and it just says you have this person blocked. And I keep being like, who the fuck do I have? Yeah, it's Ian Miles Chong.
Oh, do you? Okay, well, I do it just for the people. I do it just for the people. And of course, hail Jet. Thank you for making it, brother. Yeah. I love it. I know it's gonna be a while before we all get in. Elon has said, and this is in response to, of course, Chris Kindred, because we find out every single harassment campaign does in fact come from is Chris, by the way, a man or a woman? I still have not figured this out.
Oh my god, I will give someone $5 if they can confirm that for me.
Okay,
$10.
So confirm. We're still trying to. Yeah, seriously, John, you spend all your day on the goddamn internet. Please find out if Chris Kindred is just for science. So Asmongold obviously reacted to this, all the things, and
I've never heard his name pronounced like that.
It's Asmongold, right? But then I've heard people pronounce the
I heard Asmongold from you, like a Pokemon.
Asmongold.
I mean a pal. Sorry,
Asmongold. Yeah, but either way, he got made a pawn, which I thought when someone called him a pawn, they meant like a political pawn. I didn't realize they meant Dragon's Dogma, because I have played the first one where they are literally, if you have a companion, they're called pawns. So he got made one. Of course, that just made him a target, because anyone, we're going to find out later.
Now it's Dragon Dogma's the one taking heat for other microtransactions. Who is doing that? Techrat, you scooping up a cat turd box?
Was that him? That was him.
100%.
I heard you.
100%. Listen. True story. I opened up my fucking drink that I was very excited to have, and I blew my load all over my screen. So I just had to wipe down every tech rat thing in front of me.
Well,
and I forgot to mute when I was rubbing my keys.
Well,
was it like
save.
Was it Mountain Dew? Was it going to turn you into Teenage Mutant Ninja Techrat?
You know, you're not going to believe this. It's a Pabst Blue Ribbon weed drink.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like
mango
taste like or does something to you?
Mango, blood orange, 10 milligrams THC.
Oh Jesus! Keep in mind we're still at 9 minutes.
Yeah,
but I'm in California.
Yeah. Wait, did you? He means for the algorithm on the channel.
Did you monetize this, Mr. I'm monetized now?
It won't be. I yes, but it won't. It won't. They all go yellow or go, because we're gonna watch things later on. So I'm not worried about it. It's just hanging out with the chat.
I'm using that as an excuse for you to brag to chat about how Mr. monetized over here.
I am monetizing. Thank you. But real quick before we move on to
2 days? 2 days later, you're on open bar, or 1 day later?
And over 2,000?
4 days later.
Sorry, continue. I'm distracting.
Yes. No. Mr. Gaming Journalist, because you have gone to such lengths to let's just make sure that we blame Sweet Baby Inc. for exactly what they're responsible for. And you are right. They are not the big bad. The big bad is already there. They're just adding to the big bad. And while they would be very happy to be causing more, they often come in after the damage is done. And that's one of their big laments, which means when Elon, yes, Sweet Baby Inc. is an evil blight on the gaming, and really what it is the woke mind virus and that is firmly in all things, correct? More or less.
Oh, well, yeah. When I will say too, so I will say it's a little hyperbolic. I also just used it in a thumbnail for G&G
clickbait. Understand? We all understand the clickbait, and that is strong in this. But also, it's like when we just get down to all a problem, all bad. When they make that thing about like, well, we didn't really do this. It's like, yeah. But all the things that you did have a hand in.
Yeah, but they were all bad.
So either way, it's good to call them out. And really, I think the most important thing is call them out so that even when they're not involved with it and it's still fucking horrible, we can go, see? Yes, it's bad, but it was going to be bad no matter what.
It's a bellwether. It's a little ping on the radar for like Sweet Baby Inc. detected, you know? Even if they're not the cause of it, it's still like, keep an eye out on that one.
Yeah. Well, and the ones that we do have the most dirt on, which so far looks like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, that's by far the worst.
So looking into that, honestly, I don't think they did a lot of writing. They did a lot of NPC stuff, it seems like, barks and shit, as they called it.
Like dialogue what about all the flags and the
new ones they've added? The flag, that's one of the few things for like Spider-Man that they've said about that specifically is like, oh, that's a different pipeline. Spider-Man one, that's the one I'm holding out on. If they're like deaf black girl spray painting, like that's the one I am holding out on for sure. But have you seen? There's the two newest ones that they just added to the list. Have you seen those stories?
No.
Did you cover any of that?
No. Yeah, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Unknown 9 or something like that. And
okay. I did do this. This is Unknown 9. I think we're actually going to talk about it in a second, but we can just skip to that.
And then there was the one, the black girl with the gun, Flintlock, that one.
Yeah, that one I haven't covered yet.
So Grum's on that, he's got the secret source who seems to know what they're saying according to him, and that person is blaming it all on this crazy ass COO that came in and then immediately brought in Sweet Baby to do all the stuff. So even if Sweet Baby's like a huge part of it, even if that story is true, it's still that crazy ass COO that just came in.
Yeah, because this was the story we had that people got wind of the fact, and it said on their marketing, I think if you go down here and you went, that it said on their page that Kim was involved as a narrative like archetype.
An awards page. Like it's submitted for an award. They had to have like include the writers and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's how they found it.
Say that was enough for them to start banning users, even where they just would put Sweet Baby in, like someone put as a test, like Sweet Baby, this is a good looking, and they were banned as a thing, which shows
Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue.
If nothing else, we have been successful in associating SBI, Sweet Baby Inc. with like not positivity. I don't think they're able to swing it that way anymore.
They deserve 90% of the mud being slung at them at the moment. I'm just saying, let's make sure there aren't any rocks in that mud.
It seems to be most of it is from Chris Kindred and people associated with them. And one of those
Lego butts.
Well, yeah, oh
Lego
my God,
butts.
the Lego butts. Well, and then the other one that's not with them, but backed them up. And that's the whole Black Girls Gamers with the Danny Lalanders.
Another one
here for Forspoken.
Another one where they had already wokeified, had the black character, and then they brought Black Girl Gamers in to do what Sweet Baby Inc. normally does, where you make sure it gets that check mark on it. So that's actually really another example.
Yeah, so this makes more sense than anything else. Like if you told me this was coming into Alan Wake 2 to take care of Saga, I'd have believed that a lot more than the generic Sweet Baby Inc. But then we find out that they're all the same sort of Canadian liberal, half white, half black.
If you're bringing in Sweet Baby Inc., you're already woke.
And we find out that they also go from working from Sweet Baby Inc. to working right into the same game companies that they were consulting for before, like they all fail outward, upward. It's just this weird, once you're in the club, you're in the club. A lot like what we see in the movie industry. Even though they fail and you think, oh good, they're going to get fired now. Nope. They get hired. They get hired to do other things in the same thing. All the Disney Plus shows that have failed horribly, they still get hired. And speaking of Disney Plus, you ready for the Acolyte? Are you very happy? You're gonna have to steal some.
GraphWeb's not gonna let me watch it. I want to watch it.
I'm waiting for him to show up and at least $2 super chat cancel. Because I wonder how much money he's spent just saying $2 at a time. $2 at a time.
Doing
it
Lord's
is really
work.
funny. It is funny. I do want to mention this real quick.
I was planning on getting the Acolyte. I've been playing it. I'm going to watch this piece of crap. And then GraphWeb shows up. And I'm like, and then he shows up on my channel. I'm like, I can't get it. I can't. Someone else get it. Give me your password.
Oh, I'm going to watch it just to meme on it. And we're going to talk about it. Well, let's just talk about it now. And then we'll talk about
how are you watching it? I need to borrow a password. Are you unsailing?
I mean, no, because I have Verizon, and Verizon got a year of, because remember when Disney was trying to pad their numbers?
I need your password. You mean ever since ever? Yes.
So we got the period trailer. Oh, you made it back just in time, Spilly McSpill, who didn't mute
I've
his
been
mic.
here the whole time. I never walked away. The whole time?
Yeah. What movie was that? I hope you get it.
No, the first person to name it.
Yeah, the first person to name the movie was that was. Go ahead and put it. But yeah, we got the period
memes
trailer.
have been good.
And I'm apparently not an involved person because yes, the first joke I made was the fact that this was period blood.
It
just
ripe. The first drug herself across the ground.
The first 3 versions of these I saw before I even saw the original were memes. It took me. I looked at the memes and I assumed what was underneath the memes, but it was wild. I think this is actually the first time I've seen the real picture.
I get the idea behind it, but again, lightsabers cauterize. Lightsabers Carter's, and yes, there is the original OT New Hope, whatever, before he edited it, where when Obi-Wan cuts off the dude's, I forget his alien name, Boba something. There's blood on the full, but that was a mistake. Lightsabers cauterize, but so right on the tail of that, and I do want to watch it. Want to watch it.
But the trailer has an assassin trying to kill with a fixed blade, right? So
there's a whole I want to watch the trailer first, and then we'll talk about what they say about it.
Scream, cracker when you see a white person.
We're allowed to say. He said it with the hard R too. Racist.
I can't. I'm upset about spilling the drink still.
Let's.
Also, as the whitest man here, I do not give you permission to use a hard R on that. Sorry.
I don't care.
You're gonna have to earn it, Techrat.
He's half. If quarter Black Garrett, who's a quarter, can claim anything, we who are half Puerto Rican, and there's definitely a quarter something in there.
I don't believe Techrat. Webcam or I don't believe.
Pixar, it didn't happen. All right, let's see. When you watch this, think Frozen. Cracker. Think Frozen meets Kill Bill.
Oh God.
Close your eyes. Your
eyelids rather,
can deceive you. We must not trust them.
Kill the younglings. Sorry, those for copyright reasons.
Tell me what comes into your mind.
In Minecraft, he's so diverse. They don't look at that. Oh, I love it. I feel very happy about that.
We definitely needed more Frozen Star Wars.
Balance. I see.
Bro, he doesn't have eyelids. He can't close his eyes. He's like, fuck, just sit here. Maybe he won't call on me. Pretend my eyes are closed.
The orangutan does, though, so that was good.
Yeah, I think mucus membrane was my favorite thing you said on Open Bar.
Yeah, it was sexy.
So they're
that and the FBI statistics joke.
Oh man, I might have been a little too edgy for Open Bar.
A little too early, just a little too early.
It was a little too early for the FBI statistic jokes, but
if you had said space FBI, I think it would have saved it.
I saw Ryan give the barest of smiles for that one, but yeah, that was more of an FNT joke or something that is funny. But yeah, so here's Trinity. Because, she was Trinity in the Matrix, so now Carrie-Anne Moss is not allowed to do anything doesn't have martial arts in it. I'm happy with it.
Has she done anything big since Matrix?
Honestly, that one Mars movie, right?
Yeah.
Is it Red Planet or Mars? I think it's actually called Mars.
I think it's Mars.
Well, the fact that you're not certain of the title,
because at the time,
proving my point.
Two movies came out at the same time: Red Planet and Mars. One with Gary Sinise and Tim Robbins, and then this one and who else? Tom Sizemore.
Which was the one where the guy kept farting in his astronaut costume and it kept filling up the other guys?
I don't think I saw that one.
Rocket Man.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my God.
That was a test. You failed, Badger.
I did. I did fail that
No,
one.
wait,
Sure.
I know more of the dumb shit.
I have a clip of that in the documentary. I just remembered.
Oh my God. I think I'm going to be like 75% of that documentary.
Hey, Badger. She was also in Jessica Jones.
Right, I was to say she played the lawyer, and I did mean to say that. She was the lawyer in MCU for Jessica Jones, and she's fine in that. She's perfectly fine. She has been in other small things. Okay, so that's Amanda Stenberg.
Downvote.
That's Amanda Stenberg. She's playing two characters at the same time, twins. One a dark side devotee, the Acolyte, and one a Jedi taken at birth. And I think that's the rub. She's mad that her sister was taken and she's left behind or whatever. And so she's gonna have that Reva logic of like, I'm mad at the Jedi, so I'm gonna kill the Jedi.
But frozen.
But frozen. Well,
no.
Leslie's
this is the Kill Bill part.
Yeah, Leslie's whole thing is that the whole point.
What is the
Frozen.
Kill Bill part?
Killing the Bill is the head
darkness
Jedi.
and all the style.
Literally killing Jedi. Yeah, one by one, and when you get to the head one, whatever the hell, I think that's the one played by Jai. But we'll see. We'll point it out.
And you're calling no Sith.
Oh, there's Sith. Oh, there has to be Sith, whether she's one or not. And then they're saying they're Sith.
There needs to be a Mike Tyson meme where he says Sithers. You get it? Sithers?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let it run.
He's got the Reggie. He's got the Reggie haircut.
This is the moment in the trailer that stuck out to me most. When I saw him with that hair. And before talking about this, before we had this trailer, I'd show like the comic book or whatever, and I kept seeing this character, and the hair looked stupid there, and then I see this, and it's just like, it looks so bad. It looks like a Ring of Powers elf.
Yeah, and I think he's playing someone from the High Republic novels that no one read. But either way, this is also the guy that was like, yeah, there's no good or evil when he at Star Wars Celebration. He was wearing like mascara and shit like that.
Oh yes, no, I've watched that too many times.
It's gonna be great.
What happened?
So him using his mind powers on that poor defenseless white man.
All right,
I think the Cracker. He is going to be he's the Bill of the Kill Bill analogy, I believe. This Jedi right here.
Ew.
So yeah. Sorry about that. Here's your representation.
I sensed darkness.
Ezra Miller. God.
That's the other thing was like, why didn't you just throw that out of her hand? Why don't you just throw it out of her hand, lift her up, throw it out of her hand?
I wanted to ask, why don't they just do force like Chuck
and just
like
end it.
Crush your lung?
Well,
or like
Jedi
force crush your heart.
That's too violent, and as Yoda says, the Jedi use it for knowledge and defense, not for attack.
Force stop the blood to your brain for a second so you pass out. Like
now that to me is acceptable, but that's just they're not clever enough to think of that usage of the Force.
The Jedi are like airbenders.
Yeah, like
that's
even,
literally what I was thinking. Vulcan death grip them. Or not, I mean, whatever the not death one is.
You start getting into the potentium. Now we're getting into deep EU, but that's what's up. You start
potentium.
Potentium. It's basically it's an old school thing about the Force. Kyle Katarn sort of espoused this, where it's like yes, there's light side and the dark side, but those are extreme examples. Mostly with the Force, it's about intention. So Force lightning is a Sith. If you do it, it is Sith lightning, but you could produce an equivalent of Force lightning while not being evil AF. It just wouldn't be as powerful. So it's really more about intention. But yeah, could a Jedi just crush her, break her hand, do all this shit? Yeah, it would be a little aggressive for a Jedi.
Down Upwards brings up the old Force Kung Fu. Thoughts on Force Kung Fuing?
They have them. I mean, I'm assuming they're doing some version of Terra Kasai, which is like the martial art in the actual factual martial art. I don't know how you would describe it, but on like Krav Maga, Kung Fu. Yeah.
Aren't there like 6 fighting styles or 6 force styles or lightsaber styles or something, right?
7 lightsabers. Lightsabers like 9, I think, actually, when it comes down to it. Because there's some like sub lightsaber styles.
Subclasses.
They ain't even. Oh, here's the one. Good. I paused this time, bro.
Oh my God.
I can't unsee the praising of this. Yes, Queen. Yes. And as I always point out, this is Joshua Jackson's ex. And now we know why. Because could you fucking imagine? Or maybe she was like. You know, Erwin, you've really proven something to me when you told me all those videos that you watch of like Anita Sarkeesian and Kim Belair. And, like,
I'm
they
having
actually
flashbacks.
they sort of sounded human before they were corrupted ideologically, talking about taking edibles and having fun. And maybe she was fun before the ideological demons got in and all she could do is snap her fingers and talk about patriarchy. Because obviously Pacey saw something.
Outside of like Star Wars celebrations, you might just kind of turn her brain off. That's probably just what they programmed her with for NPC programs for Star Wars celebration, you know?
Well, you know what? And shout out to people like Ray Park.
You think she knows about Star Wars and has opinions on Star Wars? Or she's told to say that, basically?
Shout out to the actors like Ray Park and Katie Sackhoff and Sam Witwer, who do know their shit, and they do like the fans, and they don't just say some verbal diarrhea of what's going on.
Oh, yeah, old hair guy, that was the there's no good or evil guy, right?
Yep. And she was the one that said, you know, it's very patriarchal.
Yeah.
No, very passive. It's about power, yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, someone needs to get the Leslie Headland, her saying that every day I live like I'm on RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm telling you, man, whoever manages to get that to go first, that thing is going to explode.
You know, we have to have representation of all types. And, I'm pretty pasty too. So, you know.
Hey, as the whitest person on the panel, I am pasty. Thank you very much.
Oh, nothing's wrong with edibles. That's the point. Is we were saying that like they sound fun and like they sound like they were down to party before they got taken over and decided to hate all the white man. At one point, they sounded really cool.
The craziest thing was it was the feminist frequency, Anita Sarkeesian, Kim Belair, and some other crazy broad. And that was the one where they were like the most relatable and human because they did Batman Returns reviews and stuff like that, and the stuff they had to say about Catwoman was pretty feminist, but also they had some good thoughts and analyzed the movie halfway decent at times. I'm like, stop.
Let's continue to talk about them when we get to the Gamergate because it is related. I do want to keep it in focus that they're not the outright demons, because trust me, there are outright demons and we get to point them out too.
This isn't about good or bad. This is about power. And who is allowed to use it?
Oh God, that's the place to pause.
That's the Marxist shit, right?
It looks so cringe.
The power dynamics. Oh, and by the way, if there's a Sith, that's who it would be. Whoever.
So bland. Is this in black and white? Jesus.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Eternals vibes from this whole fucking trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, I Gary said that on F&T, and I'm like, I wonder who he stole that from.
Oh, did Gary say that it had Eternals vibes?
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Gary,
Gary
I
wonder if he was watching Open Bar.
Bro, you know what? I don't care. If he did, I would steal all the things. You know how many Gary's coattails are long, wide, and magnificent, I ride them.
First word in the title, nerdrotic.
I felt icky doing it. It's Badger Reacts is a thing. I don't know. It just felt wrong. And just this trailer just feels wrong. Hold on, let's
What is that?
And whoever, you know, I can't tell by the hand, but it doesn't.
It is a dark area. Like
it is a darker,
the setting. So yeah, it's
a dark roast, if you will. Yeah, but I can't. It doesn't look like an Umbaran, which would be Plagueis, and I don't think it's Tenimbre, which was a Mon Calamari, the squid-looking creatures. We heard it was 100 years before, and then we heard 50, and now Ryan again on Open Bar told me it is 100 years. So 100 years before gives them more leeway to not step all over the Plagueis novel. That being said, they're gonna fucking step all over the Plagueis novel, and Leslie basically said it. She said they let her use canon.
I will ruin your mythos in a moment, baby. It comes to Mal.
I want to say that was subtle as fuck, Badger.
What? Which one?
You threw out. Did you see how casually he was like? So when I was talking to Ryan on Open Bar,
my friend Ryan,
you know, no, all right, and yeah, this is what everyone's jizzing about, that they all turned on their lightsabers and that they're actually fine.
Are they about to fight a bunch, or is that like eight bros about to go against one?
Yeah,
they are using, on purpose or not, they are using the class colors from the Knights of the Old Republic. Blue is Jedi Guardian, green is Jedi Consular, and well, it should be yellow, but that looks sort of orangey, but that would be Jedi Sentinel. Basically, combat
Well,
focused,
actually.
force power focused, and then a little bit in between the both. Bastila, Sean.
I can't believe you got on
signal.
Open Bar on a freaking Star Wars stream. It's insane.
I was with the
your
people
luck
I
is
wanted.
retarded.
You want to talk about wet dreams? I said I wanted to talk Star Wars with
Ryan.
because he's an OG Star Wars fan like me, like OG. Like I read all those Jedi Apprentice books. I read all those fucking Jedi Quest books and like the Dark Horse comics and all that.
I've got a big book on my coffee table currently. You forced me to purchase.
Well, you and
oh,
Space Rebel. That got
this is
you to
how
do
he's
the other
like, you
ones.
better buy it.
Yeah, hold on. Listen. So this is what they're, and yes, they're sort of. Yeah, it's cool to see a bunch of lightsabers.
And then they immediately get their ass whooped by one person.
Yep, by one big fart.
Well, and again, as my buddy Ryan points out, they all need to be unalived. They all need to be unalived. No one, Ryan, the RRA. Hey, shout out to RRA too for hitting 2,000 subs. It just
did he?
He did hit 2,000 subs.
Heck yeah.
He did. Yeah, they're gonna butcher all of that.
Yeah. You know what? I think one of the least favorite parts of that was don't the doors in this world open automatically?
That's such a nerd complaint. I love it.
To walk up and act like fucking 7-year-old me at the grocery store, force opening the door, bitch move.
Oh, sorry about that. The cigarette, honey. Hold on.
Jesus Christ!
Continue what you were saying before we insert this.
Somebody come get their uncle.
But yeah, no, the space doors. It's like when kids have a toy that's motorized, and they like shove it.
By the way, this is what Star Wars theory got in trouble with.
Wouldn't that be what happened if like someone's using a force on a door that's supposed to be opening? All right. Wait.
That was the other thing before I talk about Star Wars theory. No. I want to talk about calling out things like that. Yeah, the doors. A Jedi wouldn't use just to frivolently open the door for violently open it. They would just push the button, or it would be motion sensor for everyone. It's the future.
Force open the refrigerator. Force grab a beer. Force open the beer.
There's a reason.
My blunt.
There's a reason Anakin tells Padme when he's showing off and floating the fruit to her that Obi-Wan would be very grumpy if he saw him. You're not supposed to do that. You are. It's not supposed to be lazy or like complacent about it. But yeah, no, Star Wars theory got in trouble because when Andor, he was pointing out that like you could see like normal everyday modern nails and the guns look like AK-4. All correct things to point out, by the way. But that's because they just don't have the imagination well, they don't have this, even though they do have one guy, Doug Chang, I think is like one of the only guys they kept from George. But yeah, let's see what she said. This is what Elon Musk. What are you Googling about? Yeah, Rat.
I love
the chat. Rat, run the chat. All right, let's see. Let's see what Harvey Weinstein's personal former assistant said, who totally didn't know anything.
When I saw Frozen as a grown ass woman, I cried.
When I saw Frozen, I gotta turn it down a little bit.
Less the volume, more just her voice.
Cried through the entire movie. There was just something about
she got a mullet.
The relationship between the sisters. The.
By the way, I'll say it right now. Hot take. I like the movie Frozen. They're not lesbian coded. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. I think it might be that they see queerness in everything. They have to because it's their only filter. But
I think that's a movie I'm happy to say I haven't seen. Well, only at the beginning.
Let it go.
There are kids in my life, so I mean, Frozen has been played.
It's not a horrible movie, but they always take the weirdest points from it. Let's see,
like de-villainization.
Oh, by the way, and this is the star. This is Amandla Stenberg, the little flippy flip.
That's what confused me because I didn't know about the twin thing, and I'm like, wait, isn't the bitch who was like the assassin?
Singular.
Is she even in the trailer? That was my question.
That was her. She was the one flipping about.
No,
with the Asian
as the Jedi.
Oh,
or like as the good one.
I didn't see her as the Jedi,
just
but
the
I
evil
did see her as
version.
yes.
With the
I think they're keeping that under wraps. Yeah.
Of the classic kind of fairy tale bad guy, the concept of true love being between two sisters and not a heterosexual relationship. Like it just destroyed me completely. And I thought, gosh, I would love to make something like this that is, for lack of a better term, Disney, meaning something that like my parents would have allowed me to see when I was younger as a queer person.
But with more mental illness.
That ironically now, no one wants their children to see as a young person. So congratulations, you've got your movie that you could see as a kid, but you've now alienated the majority of the human.
How many kids do you think are going to watch The Acolyte?
Oh,
a lot.
Really?
No, because this sort of gets to
people who have children who want to watch this shit are going to make them watch it. And then they're going to think it's fine.
Normies might, but this sort of gets to later on the last video I do in the week for Gary, that the reaction of the Acolyte, it's not going well. They're getting ratioed. They're getting the Lord of the Rings experience. And it's Marvel movies were getting ratioed for a while.
I was gonna say it's the Marvels of Star Wars now at this point.
I want to say they got ratioed like sort of during the very beginning of the Gina thing, but like for a straight up Star Wars show, that's.
Okay, but she's saying she wants kids to be able to watch this and feel better than she did watching something when she was a kid.
Of course, because, well, let's see what she said, Holly.
I would have been able to understand as a queer person, and I think I would have had a completely different life. And so I really was inspired by it and was like, God, I would love to make a story like this. And so when I was developing this original idea to pitch to Kathleen, I thought...
You see how she casually said, Kathy, who's never leaving. Remember that.
Well, it can't just be that. When you're pitching Star Wars, you have to pull from what George was also interested in. Like, it can't just be like, well, I'm referencing, especially if you're going to set something, during the High Republic or end of High Republic into prequels, you don't have the Skywalker saga. Like, you can't reference a character that was created by George.
Can we talk about this whole Skywalker saga? When the hell they're playing like the 9 movies back in theaters, and they're all like Skywalker saga this and Skywalker saga that. I think it was on F&T. I saw some people not liking that name. Do you accept that as being called the Skywalker trilogy?
The first 6 movies I do, not the sequel trilogy.
Okay.
But that sort of goes to...
Is that what you would call it? The Skywalker saga?
Yeah. The first 6. Like the actual...
If you refer to this, you would call it that.
I would refer... Sure. I would just call it the 6 Star Wars movies. But like as far as like the saga, sure.
Yeah, so
George is very clear that the 6 movies are the story of Luke and Anakin. Specifically, it's Anakin's story. Like he even says, even when we switch to the original trilogy, it's still Anakin's story. Luke is just a part of that and helping complete. But the whole thing, the whole Skywalker saga, is Anakin fulfilling his, because he is the chosen one, despite whatever cope they want to try and switch it and say that it's Rey or the people that say it's Luke. No, it's Anakin. George has said it a billion times. So, and even Star Wars theory, I love him. He was wrong when he said that balance to the Force means an equal number of Sith and Jedi. That's not what it means. George has been very clear that balance means no. There can be dark side users. That's fine. But the Sith are such an extreme perversion of the Force. It throws it out of balance so much. That's why they have so much more power compared to all the other Jedi.
It's like dealing with lefties.
Yeah.
There's no meeting in the middle with them. They're too fucking far gone. They're too crazy.
It is known. No, and thankfully, Erwin has read some of the expanded universe, so he's starting to see.
I read things.
I
don't watch things. I do read some things though.
Yeah, all
mostly
right.
Those sorts of things.
More of her because that was bad. So yeah, she's going to use canon. She's going to do what I thought Disney was going to do and pick and choose all the things.
Yeah. And somebody should use a canon on her. Ew.
Well, I know you didn't watch it, but X-Men 97.
I thought about watching it. Graph Web wouldn't let me.
Don't watch the original.
How? Where's the streaming?
No, yeah, that too. He can't. He's not allowed. I know. I'm only watching it because I have the Devil Company that is Disney Plus, and that's because we had Verizon for a year. Because I'm poaching from someone else, you see.
I know, that's always my problem. Everyone I know who has it, they're already poaching.
Well, even though Bo is gone, because apparently it is.
You're a Bo sympathizer.
I guess. I'm waiting for more concrete of exactly what it was. I'll tell you this. For the 2 episodes. That's apparently what it is. It's his OnlyFans, they're saying it was. But I say, for a show with a straight white male, he's featured. He gets some pretty, he gets some pretty good moments. Scott does. Wolverine gets some good moments. Sounds like Wolverine. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I don't like non-binary morph. They made him into a beta male. as opposed
Fuck
to
it. I can
previous
forgive it. I don't
personality.
care anymore. I don't even care about the ass thing anymore. It's funny, haha. We're misogynist. It's over. Okay, you can leave if you want to. Listen, what I'm saying is they change certain things just enough that you're like, I don't even care anymore. I don't know.
What did they change for you that you are hating?
And someone already pointed out to me several times in my shitty comments, the Gambit and his gay ass midriff.
I hated it. No, it was
his hair. Yeah, but apparently he's been like that. It's in the comics. So
yeah, but you know what? So was Magneto's very not hetero outfit, which I'm gonna look up. And I was like, there was a way to make this not look like that. There was a way to make this not look like that.
I know. And he's over here getting cucked down.
Yeah, but he's banging Rogue.
No, I'm saying Gambit is.
Oh, Gambit. No. Yeah, he's getting
aside.
totally cucked. He's getting totally cucked. That being said, Magneto himself, I sort of like the way he is addressed.
Yeah.
One sec. Yeah, and Rogue. I said it's sort of like it's the good thing and it's the bad thing about getting the same voice. I know this is one of those where you're totally right. Fans, we're assholes. You can't win. You can't. Okay. It's great that you got all the originals, and most of them sound great. Rogue sounds like a much older woman.
Yeah, that was my question, because I said something about how they brought all the people back, and I'm like, they all look old as fuck. Is that going to be weird? So Storm was the only one who had an issue?
No, Rogue.
Or no, Rogue.
Rogue?
Sorry, Rogue is sounding older. Yeah, no, Storm sounded great. Storm, yeah, and verge of being see you next Tuesday, but wasn't. This is the whole thing.
I feel like the Mohawk probably did like 40% of that.
I was gonna say, here's the thing. I'm completely fine with having a Mohawk. Something happens in here. She does not have the Mohawk at the end of the last season. You know what I'm saying? They could have picked up with her the traditional longer Storm hair, and then the thing that happens to her at the end of the second episode would have been a great time for her to say, shave the thing, and then go off to do whatever journey quest they're gonna have her doing. But yeah, no. Rogue definitely sounds like an older woman, and Magneto is definitely clapping them cheeks again.
So speaking of longer hair, I always forget Magneto's got long ass hair under that helmet. You're not even a Marvel guy. Did you even remember he had hair under there?
I did. I knew. It's like this is
I just always forget
with the sleeveless break. It's very big fig. It's very big fig energy. Even though he's with it's heteronormative. I don't know.
I had seen pictures of this. I did not realize that was Magneto in that.
And even though there's I'm seeing figures that this exact costume. I am not saying it's not comic accurate, but
we've discussed that. Like, canon and accurate isn't always the best. Cool is generally better.
Especially since a lot of those things are fresh, like just newly added.
I do wish that Marvel Legends of him, I mean, it comes with like extra head options. I wish they threw the helmet in. It seems kind of cheap to not do that.
Well, I mean, but like, okay, there it is, but like, it's still not exactly the most manly costume in the world.
No. And this is new for this series? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Gambit looks okay.
That's it is specific to
that's my Gambit and Nightcrawler were always my favorite, and as far as I'm aware,
you know what? Now you can fucking say.
How did Gambit get in the horrible like midriff showing off shirt?
Yeah, I don't know why they did that to him.
Because I saw a picture, and I'm just like, what are you doing to my boy?
He got ignored like pretty much the entire time. He's barely in it.
How was
that one power up?
How was his like Creole Cajun and all that stuff? Was it tolerable?
Okay.
The voice actor was okay.
It was
finally.
Spoiler?
I was wondering when this guy was going to show up.
Spoiler? There were some moments where, you want some more fucking nerd problems? Can you describe what Gambit's power is?
Yes, he can charge up items, right? Items and objects with kinetic energy.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they go boom, right?
And then they go boom.
So he charges his staff and threw it, and then he charged up Wolverine's claws while he rode him like a pony, and then
oh my God. Yeah, I need that explained.
He was thrown into the damn Sentinel, and then he struck it with his claws. I understand that they are made of what they're made of, but wouldn't there be some blowback?
Yeah, which he probably just tanked. It's not. It looks way more homoerotic in the clip that they played than when in actual fucking. So they're in the context of it. They're attacked by a sentinel in midair. It is cool, and everyone gets thrown out of the X jet or whatever. And Rogue and Storm catch everyone. So as they're thrown down on the ground, of course, Wolverine does that charge. Gambit jumps on him, charges up his schnick, jumps off of him, and then Wolverine jumps on Morph, who turns into the blob, the fat blob, whatever. It does like a trampling. It's basically a ghetto fastball special. Instead of just being thrown at him, he does a jump with like charged up. So like it was cool, but yeah, it does throw into question exactly. I've always wondered this, like how Gambit can decide how long something stays. Is it impact based? Does it blow up after a certain amount of time?
I think it's impact. But then also
his claws would have stayed like kinetically charged until.
But then also I've seen him throw 1 to 3 cards, hit a sentinel head, it doesn't explode. Then he throws one time, and I guess he charged it really good, and it blows the head clean off. Why don't you blow the head clean off every time?
I always try to get the head blown off.
You have to
clean every time.
Didn't Stan Lee or one of the greats said something about how the superpowers work however we need them to work for what we want to write, basically?
Yeah, well, shocking. The original history, Stan Lee, didn't he say that like, yeah, I created mutants just because I was tired of coming up with an origin story?
It's genius. It makes sense.
And then somehow that got turned into I created them as an allegory for
Puerto
Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and the race. Yeah, I know. It's a whole. That is one thing I wanted to talk about X-Men. It's
Puerto Ricans? Oh.
No, well, sort of, because I think Bo DeMeo is, in addition to being gay.
Puerto Rico forever.
A lot of that dialogue from mutants, while totally common to the comments, is like, boy, does that hit different when you know a gay black man in 2024 wrote it.
So it's one of those things where
human, you don't this.
It's not too much, but if you know what's going on.
Yeah. And even then, I'm not accusing him, but yeah, it's very hard with pattern recognition to not react to it. Yeah,
we need to get that clip for Hypno.
Oh my god!
I was gonna say, be careful. If you say Puerto Rican one more time, he'll show up.
When he might, I asked him to come in and say his super chat that he said on Drinker that Drinker didn't
so
read.
You did see it. So you did see it. Okay. Yeah, that was my fault. I was because I was DMing with him. I'm like, oh yeah, I might not know. I should tell him, And then he's like, yeah, I sent him a super. And a few minutes later, I looked at it.
It's the one thing that like I meant to. We didn't have that much time to talk, but like, man, I hate how many supers that went through that he didn't read. But I get it. He has.
That usually is what happens.
So
right?
I know, and I don't like it. But he has so many super chats that he would literally be reading. Before he even starts the show, he has so many super chats.
Because it's not just reading; he goes into each one.
Yeah.
Wait, what would Puerto Rico juice be? What would?
It's like Beetlejuice.
Coconut.
No. He's doing a Beetlejuice thing.
Oh yeah.
Puerto Rico juice.
I know, but now I want to know what would be Puerto Rico juice.
That's called Bacardi, baby.
Yeah, it would be rum. No, I just want to say that, if you were a normie, the dialogue, all that was fine. There wasn't anything preachy other than normal X-Men stuff. That being said,
speaking of rum,
yeah, go ahead, man. If you are looking at if you have like pattern recognition from constantly being preached to and attacked and told that you're toxic and this, well, guess what? You are just going to be the normal everyday humans in the X-Men universe. And there was totally a January 6th analogy. Totally. Yeah. And I think someone even else pointed out that they specifically went with the trial of Magneto because it would lend itself to a Jan 6th type of event, which is exactly what happened with normal everyday protesters marching on the UN.
Were you ever there? I don't know if you saw me cover it or if you saw it, but the Wonder Woman story where they have a Jan 6. Have you seen that? If not, I can pull it up because you should. We should talk about that. Okay.
Yeah, no, because I want to do this one too. Because they will not give it up.
But I was gonna say before we leave X-Men, I think my one biggest gripe so far, and I understand.
We're still talking about X-Men.
I understand it's his ability, but it's super used different than it was. Right? They're gonna milk Morph for being able to put all the characters in that they couldn't actually put in.
Yeah, they're going to cheap it out. They're going to get to him to excuse all the people that are gone. But my bigger problem was the fact that Morph acted completely different. Like in the first one, he's all Joker and psych. Like
now
this one,
he's real feminine,
and lackluster. And it will be a key jangling all the. He did it at the end when he turned into Sentinel, or not Sentinel. What's his face? He turned into a Sabretooth.
Yes, just so they could play. And Wolverine was like, okay.
Just so you know, my brain is soup since all the streaming, and even on Drinker, it killed me. I meant to say Gary hit 1 million. Drinker's gonna hit 2, and I said Gary hit 100, and I wish Ryan had yelled at me. I did mean to say 1 million, obviously. Did he not? Did he not? I thought he could use other people's powers when he switched.
I don't recall.
We'll ask Erwin when he comes back because he's more Marvel. That is the one thing. He is more Marvel, whereas I'm obviously
you gonna get Old Man Logan?
What's up?
You gonna be getting Old Man Logan? It's pretty freaking good.
You know what? I was looking at it on Amazon, and then you sent that thing, and I was like, well, it's already on sale.
I knew it.
It's already on sale. I need to get some. Yeah.
The last couple Mark Millars I read, I wasn't super happy with, but his writing definitely worked well, and the art was awesome.
I'm a fan. Like you said, the best things are in the past anyway. So this is the article. I did not do this, but I'm glad that I didn't imagine it. X-Men 97 absolutely tackled a mutant version of January. So, hey, you're going to get a Badger video, but live right here. X-Men 97 absolutely tackled a mutant version of January 6th. See how many times I can say it. Okay, so watching it, I immediately got vibes of this. Like, I was like, are they going to... Here we go. Here's the comic. So, yeah, his suit is straight out of the comic. The OG comics.
Oh.
1985.
It looks cooler in the comic.
Well, they made his hair less fabulous, I'm noticing. Or more fabulous here. So they went with that. Yeah. This is the groups. And you can guess the melanation of most of the crowd. And yeah, that was the other thing. In the very beginning, all the anti-mutants were almost all white. And then it was Storm and Bishop that first took them out. And then when there was a black dude, that's when Cyclops showed up. Because you couldn't have black on black crime. And then, yeah, there's the cops defending all the UN people. And yes, all the UN people were white, even though it's supposed to be the United Nations. And they should be very diverse.
Wait. You're saying you're saying something wasn't diverse enough?
Yeah. Shockingly, I don't think the United Nations,
you see that pig just fly by?
Mostly people. Yeah.
Turns out we aren't racist.
That's not what he said.
Erwin Depulio was saying that Morph originally couldn't use mutants' powers. He was using gadgets to mimic it. Do you remember that? Do you know if that's true?
I haven't seen anything with him. I haven't seen him in nothing. That is exactly the sort of character they turned non-binary. Also, I got that Wonder Woman insurrection at the Capitol whenever you get done with this one.
Okay, yeah. No, this is just that. And then it did, of course, end up going to him stopping the insurrectionists, because that's what we do.
Also, I'd like to go and apologize for Bleeding Cool's website. Oh my god, gross. So how about read my article. The G&G website is tight. I love the green. I'm always using the green in the thumbnails and stuff.
I do like it.
It looks good.
I need to force the
force dark mode
too. Yeah, I say that I need to force the dark mode more.
It looks so freaking good. Oh my, so much better.
Isn't the dark mode forced on you enough?
Hey, works for me. Well, oh wait, yeah, no, not at the UN apparently. Plot twist: Wonder Woman and insurrection at the United States Capitol. Spoilers. So this is Tom King. Do you guys know about Tom King, ex-CIA and comic writer?
He ruined Batman. He had Catwoman leave him at the altar.
Oh well, it's probably because he observed Jan 6, because he lives in DC on account of ex-CIA and comic writer. So Wonder Woman number 6 features insurrection at the Capitol with a star-studded villain cast. Keep that in mind, star-studded. I don't know. I'm not sure I recognized a single one of them. So blah, blah, blah. He went on about how he had to watch Jan 6 and it was so crazy. Look, he took these pictures. He saw Jan 6. He probably had a heart attack.
Ooh, all right. Darkseid's daughter is hot as fuck.
So
that's Grail.
The fight will take place at the National Mall. Okay, so a team assembled by Sergeant Steele made up of Giganta, Cersei, Grail, Dr. Psycho, Silver Swan, and Angleman.
Oh, I'm paying attention, all right, but I'm just paying attention to this female inclusion right here. Is that Giganta in the middle?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know any of those people.
Okay, so Big Bitch on the right is Grail. That's Darkseid's daughter. I think that's Giganta in the middle. That's Kite Man. They're cradling something.
I think that's Angleman. There's an Angleman.
Is it Angleman? He looks like Kite Man. All right, yeah, cool. And then there was that Maxwell Lord to the right, and I don't know unless that's like a corrupted version of Hot Girl at the top left.
We got a Dr. Psycho, a Cersei, Silver Swan. I assume this is old Silver Swan here.
Well, I'll tell you what, if those were adapted, none of them would look like that. We know what they would look like.
Oh yeah, here we go. Girl power.
Yeah. No, I prefer Nubia. Have you read Nubia yet?
Hasn't everyone?
I feel like that's a bald black woman.
No, it's literally the black Wonder Woman.
Steals it away. I think we should all just stare at the big badger.
No, so I do like that artwork. Unfortunately, we can remember something else.
You're actually a badger.
This is one of the other videos.
Oh, I thought it was Sydney Sweeney.
No, it's this one, and this is all. And this is another one of someone putting, I think, a stick in their own bike spoke, and then like But the new monster, the unknown for Dead by Daylight, who is supposed to be non-binary in the truest sense, changing form to attract either male or female, the only two genders, and in doing so it can change its voice, and they hired a transgender voice actress, which I will gladly use her preferred pronouns. Zoe is her name. And what this really seems to turn out is that she just was upset that they didn't give her enough communication during the development process, did this whole long rant, and the internet's gonna internet. People made trans jokes about it, especially the twisted neck and a certain statistic. I know. This is the internet's gonna internet. What?
Was there a voice line that said, "Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me."
I think the important distinctions to make is that this is only with one or two, maybe specific skins of like the cheerleader or whatever this is. Other than that,
I like the Gambit crop top.
See, you don't talk a lot, but when you do, it's worth it. What I didn't see, what's the community notes? I saw a couple actually.
Here, let's see, because I know you yell at me when I do it on NERDWARS. I don't want people to actually have to read. The unknown. Okay, good. I found it. I'm a professional. The unknown is a killer that uses its victims' skins as skin suits. Oh, that's actually sort of dope. The unknown is a killer that uses its victims as skin suits to lure in more victims, along with imitating their voice.
That's right. Would you fuck me?
This is an alternate skin that shows one of said victims who was a high school cheerleader. So it's Edgar from Men in Black. She wears them as skin suits. It wears them as skin suits.
Slash it puts lotion on the skin.
It puts lotion on the skin. Yes.
Sugar water.
Meets heroes.
I'm all right with that.
Save the cheerleader, save the world, bro.
I'm all right with that. Have you played Dead by Daylight?
Me?
Any of?
No, I have seen a decent bit of it though, so I'm quite aware of it. It doesn't seem that sort of gameplay doesn't seem very fun to me.
It seems like you have to be a masochist, or you have to be really good at. Because I don't want to be like one of the survivors running around.
Remember Evolve? One of the first big games was a huge failure, but one of the asymmetric games where you have like one like big killer and then like a team of people kind of a game. Yeah, it failed miserably.
Yeah. Isn't that I'd rather play that hunting a monster?
Yeah, you're a giant monster versus a bunch of like Apex Legends type people.
Yeah, I did play that.
That I would like to play, but
that was
failed
fun.
Miserably. But then it's like Dead by Daylight. I'm gonna run through and then push this pallet down so the killer can't get me.
It's like I would want to play it because I have played Dead by Daylight, but I would only want to play as like the cool new movie monsters, and I don't want to have to level it up. You know what I'm saying? You have to level up to get all the cool, scary powers and shit. I played the the Jason one, Friday the 13th one. That's
Yeah,
sort
that
of
was
the same
pretty
one.
cool. Yeah, all around like the lake and
just,
whatever.
you just play as Jason. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day. I have too many things to do, and definitely playing Helldivers. And I just wanted to say shout out to you. Shout out to you for trying to play Helldivers.
Dude,
you tried to enlist.
I'm genuinely thinking about crowdfunding that $400 for a PS5.
We will.
Bro,
we will be.
You want to talk
tomorrow.
about trying? I detailed, built, and installed the OS on a computer to try to play this game, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, my computer's like good, but it doesn't want to be good.
You do different things with it,
man.
So impressive from the outside. And then I was like, I thought for sure you'd be able to run.
Oh my god, dude! Steam just randomly popped up. I don't know why, but it's telling me my refund is currently pending for Helldivers. What the hell?
It's played for less
it hurt
than
us.
2 hours.
It's mad. I feel bad. I feel bad. I want to play it.
That?
It just didn't work at all. So I'm gonna have to crowdfund a PS5. It's 2024. That's what
I think we should.
No, I'm just gonna build a bitchin' computer.
Yeah, and
honestly, I should probably just buy a graphics card, but I don't know how to do those things. So.
No, dude, super simple, 2-in-1. We'll have a day. We'll have a gay day. We'll all get on.
Oh yeah,
I'll put my camera on for you.
Scissoring. Oh
yeah, get a little monkeypox.
Don't tease him with a good time. Oh, speaking of
no,
good
don't
time,
threaten me with a good time.
Let's go over these top five. Let's go. Which I think these have been probably trounced, but yeah. Top 5 Sweet Baby Ink fails catch up. This was definitely
number
one.
5.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going in any specific order of worst or best. Just as the
number
5,
72.
Yeah. Well, this definitely pissed off like the Hypnotic and everyone else. Them bad mouthing Akira Toriyama.
Oh yeah, that's when his videos got a little too spicy. And you know, even Jeremy got in on that one.
Yeah.
He suddenly cared about DBZ. I love it.
Well, I've heard him talk about Dragon Ball before. I've heard it. That's the one. Yeah. I'm with Ryan also in the fact that I've never seen Dragon Ball.
Oh, that was my OG after school Cartoon Network anime.
Rat, have you seen Dragon Ball?
I watched some of it. I've seen a little bit of all the popular things, just so I can say.
Frieza,
yeah, no, I'm familiar with like all the main names of most things.
Yeah, because my OG was like
Naruto and stuff like that. I haven't seen them, but I know stuff.
Oh, that's how. I haven't seen anything, but I know about all of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was they did it weirdly. They show it down at the bottom, but that was for basically this character, the Mr. Popo, which I was told is a genie, basically.
Chris Kindred. What makes I can't figure out if it's a guy or girl is the lips, and it's so funny that
down up what we're saying it's a male, but the picture is of a female, or it's a very effeminate male with a.
That's what got me. I thought it was a dude, and then I saw that Twitter, and I'm just like, and then I keep discovering all these people are like gender bending, and I'm just like, and then I end up making a documentary, and now I'm a games journalist. Goddamn.
I mean, yeah, I've not seen it. It's one of those things where if you undertake it, there's a shitload of them to watch, and I'm not ready to do that yet. So yeah,
my buddy's like, you should watch One Piece. Yeah, sure.
That was. Yeah, get fucked. Yeah, and I'm not watching the Netflix version either. This was.
Wait, did you not watch it?
No, I have not watched any One Pieces, any of the ones or the pieces.
Dude, like the live action Netflix one was killer.
That was that is actually one worth watching.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it was just another thing. It's another whole thing to watch.
I know.
Guess what you're doing this weekend?
Is it because you don't have Netflix?
No, he's just being an asshole and playing Helldivers.
Which is why I'll be playing Helldivers or watching Three Body Problem or he wants me to watch Arcane.
Three Body Problem.
We'll talk about that in a second. I will because it sounds good. So we'll talk about that in a second. Okay. Second,
some Korean crap? Go ahead.
Yes, Chinese.
Okay.
Encouraging false reports. Chris Kindred's call to action. Chris Kindred called the action against everyone. All the people were attacked.
She did do nothing.
Yes, that just is a broad.
It's Lego butts. It's the white woman, a white babe, then did it.
take this entering the fray. I'm glad they said something because this brought to light the fact that they're funded by the Department of Homeland Security, which brought to light that the government has been looking for extremism in video games for a couple of years now. So thank you for saying the quiet part out loud. And then, yeah, the overall just basic upsetness of Dragon Ball. So it was not just
basic
attacking him. Yeah, no, it wasn't just
poet.
Him. It was also basic cultural insensitivity from the entire show, apparently. But God knows.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't take it as personally as like Hypno, but yeah, that dude's why I watch anime. That dude definitely shaped me as a nerd. Yeah. You don't be going the day after all racisms. Like the dude has to know what was coming.
Yeah, they love to make us upset, but that's all right because we're making them upset, and I just like this.
Yes.
I do just like that. This is them at GDC. This is the equivalent of whatever that woman in the green parka is screaming when Trump was elected. This is them screaming at the collective success we've had.
For anyone who doesn't know, all the extra crazies in their Twitter titles will have like a little arrow and then GDC. That's this crazy game developer conference that is like their Burning Man. So they get there and we're like, yes, they're going to do crazy stuff. This is how they started it off. This is how they started off.
It's a ritual. And yes, we will be covering, we will all be covering GDC. We are waiting for them to be crazy and have their little conferences where they say
John is our guy. John's supposed to be paying attention. I'll let you know.
So let's all scream out for patriarchy. You get the idea.
Biden 2024.
Oh my God. Yeah. We really only have 2 more things because that's done. The memeing is done on that. And tomorrow we will be in depth talking about Gamergate.
We're getting deep.
While I sit there with this look on my face.
Elbow at least.
No, but it's at least we're getting some real puzzle pieces put together. We know who's who. We know what's what. So now it's just making sure that everything is properly post-it noted. We got 2 things left. Yes, we're talking about Bound.
Oh, Lod.
Boy.
You see, Lod, yeah.
Come on, Cameo. Sorry about that. Yeah, Lod, thank you for showing up, guys. I know it's a lot of streaming. I know we're late.
I always love seeing my homies in all the other chats. Dude, on the open bar, there's a moment when like several people hailed me from our Saturday streams, and then they started hailing each other, and I'm just like,
yeah, there you go.
Everything's going according to plan.
Earlier on Hypnotic stream, I shouted out Fellowship, the 199, the Bigot Army, and the the Badger Legion. I was going to say the Badger Legion. That is the official, and Hypnotic didn't make fun of it. Yep, fuck you. That's the name. We're copyrighted it.
Wait, no, but even better.
I'm too drunk to remember what the last one I came up with was. You're lucky. Sorry,
Epic Mike even enjoyed it. So
Epic Mike even enjoyed it.
So were you on live?
No. I just super chatted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I saw Mike was on there. I was
but that shout out to Hypnotic.
Oh my God, yeah.
No, shout out for a lot of different things, but also for now branching out and having people on his streams that aren't just, Hypnocast, or he's having them on Hypnocast, not just the Saturday Hypnosis.
The reason I'm on here is because I felt so bad that like 5 times I had to tell him I was too busy to do a stream, and he called me gay every time.
So he's probably going to resent you for doing it.
And I feel like crap.
Well, you know what this means.
That's why I forced myself on this show.
You should. I hope he has you on tomorrow so you can talk about your Gamergate.
He's too afraid to invite me now. Well, I just have to ask him.
I told you.
Oh, we got Deadpolio up in here again. What's he saying now?
Latinx.
Wait, I never heard you say Latinx last time. Did you ever even read his?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? When you got the gift, you got the gift. I just don't know what else to say.
Dude, once he hits, he's going on 40. Once he hits that, he's gonna be wham bam boom straight to 50. Once he hits 50, we get like a big thing that he really pops off on. That dude's going 100K before long. I done try to tell him and you, dog. I'm trying to say, like, I always be checking views and whatnot. You are an absolute mystery. And then after the other night, you're the mysterious of all mysteries. And yeah, you better not fudge it up.
I am doing what I've always done.
Don't let him fudge it up.
I'm just trying to cover the things I care about. I don't want. I really try not to cover things just because the algorithm. Look, trust me, guys. Sweet Baby Inc. is very important. You gotta fucking be tired of talking about it a little bit. Like if a new story comes out, I'm totally down to meme on them. I want to know exactly what they've done, but like,
I'm telling Hypno you said that.
Well, please, I'm begging for Charmin Obey-Chinoy to start talking.
Well, we do.
Oh God.
I told you I was like SBI and then the Acolyte. The Acolyte.
Oh,
how's Gary's video doing?
To that end, because Rat mentioned it, he was waiting for someone to get upset that I do the Charmin Obey-Chinoy.
Oh, dude,
someone
you nailed it.
got upset finally. Someone got upset.
You saw
finally.
it? Wait,
you saw it
from the open bar? No, I saw you do it on open bar.
No,
like,
someone got upset in one of the video reactions I did, where it was basically you can make fun of her.
You did it for
make fun of her without doing that accent.
You did like for 14,000 people.
But it's not fun. I know, right? It did it for 14,000 people.
Your little channel, you get the complaint.
I just said. The truth is, it's like doing accents isn't racist. I'm not demeaning the Pakistani. I would do
it
the
can
right
be
telling
racist.
Me to do. It can be doing if you said,
no,
can I get
you're not making fun of.
Did you
you're
hear
mimicking.
me fucking make a Slurpee joke? No, I didn't.
Well, I fancy myself as a bit of a comedian, and back in the day, comedy, like 60% of it was like racial based.
Oh, dude, that was 40-year-old version right there, right?
It used to be funny.
All of our shit was, it was all racially based.
Yeah, because we weren't soft ass bitches.
No, we didn't have any context warnings or any warnings. We had good movies like Roadhouse, where there was nudity of men and women and violence and fun and good characters, and none of that shit was in this movie. But I'm not even mad at it.
You told me I had to watch Roadhouse, and now you're telling me there's male nudity? Sus.
No.
No. I'll tell you this right now.
wait, is it a butt? There was a butt in Starship Troopers too.
Crazy. Well, you see him nude, and the
Badger's
same equivalent scene in this, he's not, and I was upset at it because it was again yet another part of his character. Patrick Swayze's character, his Dalton, didn't give a fuck that he was naked getting out of bed and someone watched him, so he didn't. It's just
my question. What'd you think of Conor McGregor? Right? What'd you think of him?
Oh. He's the best part about the whole goddamn thing.
Oh, really?
Look,
nice.
This movie is nothing like the original Roadhouse. I'll tell you this right now, just to let me get the disclaimers out of the way. It's nothing like the original Roadhouse. The only things that are the same are the name is Roadhouse and his name is Dalton. He's nothing like Dalton. Dalton is a badass cooler. He's not a bouncer. He's a cooler. He runs the other bouncers and he stops damages from happening. He's not he has a tragedy in his past, but it doesn't define him. He's not held back by it. He's got a philosophy. This dude is a fucking out of work MMA fighter who's boo about the fact that he actually killed, spoiler, a friend in a match.
That's called a pass.
Horrible. And Connor was so fucking over the top that I found it entertaining. And here's the real problem. The original villain that was the opposite of Patrick Swayze. Yeah. You knew that Patrick Swayze could beat him, but you knew that Patrick Swayze didn't want to ultimately do what he knew would be required to beat him. So when they fought, you knew it was just Patrick Swayze sort of holding back. In this one, I fully believe that Conor McGregor could have just wrecked on him at any moment. And he does wreck on him
several
frequently. Yeah, several times, including full-on headbutts to the face that would have outed anyone. And I don't mean like let everyone know you were gay. I mean like one pop to the face.
He would have went down.
Done.
In fact, he punches Dalton at one time and he barely flinches and he goes, "There's something wrong with you." "Me too." And then they start fighting again.
No. Because I just watched it too. That's actually, he says something different. And then they're fighting. They run outside. He gets up and he's looking at him. And his character Knox says, "There's something wrong with you." "Me too." And then he just walks away. Dalton's character, he just walks away. They don't actually keep fighting, but that's the thing.
I thought they went back into it.
No, because I just watched it again to understand the punishment. It's one of those that is so different, I can't even be upset about it.
Plot question. So was it like gang trying to take over a bar or some crap?
No, and that's the other thing. So the original one was basically a rich businessman owned many of the businesses in the town or a controlling interest, and he was basically controlling and fleecing it, and they didn't like it, and his tactics were hard. And he had a guy that knew martial arts as like his Dalton, his main dude. This one, it's the kid. They pulled a BVS where instead of Lex Luthor, it's its kid. Instead of the main bad guy, it's his fucking son who doesn't actually. Sorry, Westward. We started at the original time instead of either way, we're still going. So what do you do? You're here finally. Hey, we're going over Roadhouse. Yeah, it's the son.
Forced me on here.
I did. It's the son who's only doing it because the dad is in prison, and eventually the dad who has eyes everywhere is who sends the Conor McGregor character to be just like the enforcer, get things done. My son's not doing it, and he's just like a wild card, and like he's super over the top. And no, could you guess? Everyone got race swapped. Everyone's black or BIPOC now, with the exception of Dalton.
And the LGBTQ element piece.
And then there's a body positive fat bartender instead of just the already not the like classically good looking bartender.
She climb on the bar and start dancing.
No, she gave him shit because they're in Florida and we drink Cuban coffee, cafecito.
Happy Friday, bro. And you are actually right on time because we're basically into just the bullshit hangout chill section. We've covered all the main videos from the day. Talk about, bring it up, whatever you want. We're just finishing Roadhouse. We will talk about Bound, which
and games journalism.
John and Down looked at. And yeah, games journalism, because we've got one of the best ones with us right now. Yeah.
Oh, wait. I didn't mention it. Did you see the follow-up to Kotaku? I thought Kotaku was dead, but they had a meeting with management. Did you see that?
The last video I did was about the editor-in-chief quitting because they're still making news. Game guides.
We thought they were just doing game guides. Apparently, yeah, according to Alyssa Mercante or whatever, they had a talk with management. And somehow, even though she kept calling them dipshits and stuff like that on Twitter, she still has a job, and they're doing news for now. So Kotaku is still alive, but it's in her defense, for now.
I thought it was fucking dumb of them having to do game guides.
50, if 50 a week is real for like 7 people, they are trying to get them to quit. I love it. And the only way they could do it is AI.
It's way too much.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go on IGN, steal all their stuff, and shove it into Chat GPT. That's basically what my video was about today.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
subscribe to NERDWARS.
Yeah, I was saying that, and then we'll talk about it again tomorrow. No, the last thing of sharing is the movie Bound. Let's see if subs go up when they come in and see this. Who in the chat actually watched this movie? And I promise I will never assign homework or movies to watch again. I know for sure John did. I did.
He's too busy assigning me movie homework.
And while we wait for this,
Gladiator's an 8. Yeah,
you're fucking tripping, homie. That is a 9.5, and it should be a 10.
I totally understand why you like that, but it's just not. Yeah, personal taste.
So when I watched Gladiator, I was 13 with my stepdad in Hollywood because everyone was sort of working in the biz at the time. Jeff Goldblum was there. He was right. We saw it in. It's called the Galaxy Theater. It's a famous theater there. He was right there. He got let in early, and he was sitting like right across me. We watched Gladiator, blah, blah, blah. Great movie. As we're leaving, we pull up. There's a line of people outside the movie theater. And my stepdad goes, "I dare you to yell the ending." And so I screamed out,
"Oh my God,
Russell Crowe to a line
Snake kills Dumbledore."
I'm going to hell for it. Because last week you were,
I thought that is
why I tried to stream later.
A sweet, heartwarming story, and then you're like,
"Yeah,
it
was a great story."
Everyone's
ended horribly. Yeah. By the way, I feel totally bad about doing that.
Yeah, roller coaster of emotions.
Bad about doing that.
Well, I would like to say that you was a piece of shit when you were younger. So just that.
Weren't we all?
But just so you know, many a bad thing have happened to me between that and this. So I'd like to think I paid for it.
He's reformed.
And obviously now this is my good works paying up for that. But yeah, I did a bad, and I now admit my sin before the struggle session. Could you imagine this is what they wanted Gina Carano? You guys all be angry trans, and I'll be Gina, and you yell at me right now. We'll all pretend, and I have to. Oh, by the way, that's what 3. Oh, we were going to talk about 3, but we'll leave this up so everyone can appreciate the boobs.
I'd rather Sydney Sweeney yell at him.
3 body problem is it opened with like a super actual factual struggle session, like revolution struggle session. Whole thing's about aliens. Basically, we make contact with aliens. we make contact with aliens and they come to invade us, but it's going to take hundreds of years. And it's all about how humans deal with the solutions of fighting off these aliens. And it's a combination of cryogen and a bunch of different technologies. There's alternate reality that they use.
The aliens like monster aliens or humanoid aliens?
Sounds like they're humanoid enough, or like enough to move around with like appendages. But the whole
dare
point,
you label them?
the aliens understand that because of time dilation, by the time they get here, obviously many hundreds of years, we would have surpassed or be equal to them in technology. So they use quantum entanglement, which
so like
is two
Dune
quarks.
Style, or no, I guess that's, or I guess
no.
maybe they
Dune
do it in
has
Dune.
the quantum entanglement too,
yeah,
where you have two
thinking of,
quarks locked together.
Ender's Game, where it's like you yourself travel there really quick because of time relativity, once you get there, it's still been a shit ton of time, like way longer than it took for you while you were traveling.
Yeah, but basically they have
a
futuristic computer that is messing with everyone and like having the scientists unalive themselves so they can't up technology. And then it goes through. I went through. There's a really good and like shout out. His name is Quinn's Ideas. He's on YouTube. He's way bigger than me. Like he's got a couple million now. But yeah, he does all of these. Like when I started watching Dune, I started watching his breakdowns, like 40-minute lore video breakdowns of the books, because I didn't understand anything about any of the stuff. So like, yeah,
I've read them all. Couldn't tell you a single thing.
Bro, that's why, like, at least when we were talking about it, at least Ryan had read the books, because I don't understand it. I apparently understood Dune 2 completely wrong. Yeah, I thought I understood it was going to lead to, like, the jihad he kept wanting to avoid, but they sort of made it seem like he didn't have a choice. So you can either have a shitty future where the Harkonnens win and you don't get revenge for or you just say, fuck it, we'll do it jihad, and you try and skirt it as much as you can, right? And, like, the Zendaya whole thing... Why is it? Because
I'm stepping in.
Maybe this
I'm
is
stepping in. I want to say there's just I've been listening to you, but since this came up, I would rather listen to her. I would rather see her face for the rest of my life than to hear for one more minute Jennifer Tilly say a damn word.
You don't like her
sometimes
her dulcet tones,
but it's just at one point you got to get over it and grow the fuck up.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It sounds weird.
I want classic Rhodes, but that's what I recommend we pull up. Or Sydney Sweeney.
What we're gonna play out the Sydney Sweeney.
Over my dead body is getting played out.
Here, you pull up the best Sydney Sweeney that you can find, and I'll pull up the best
I don't
Sydney
think we're allowed to show it on YouTube. I've
no,
found some good ones recently.
The not
dude,
new
she
one.
did some like some cross thing with some lingerie company.
I like the voice too.
I hope to God you guys are talking about her voice, not my voice.
No, we are absolutely talking about Jennifer Tilly. And yes, are we all going to mention the Chucky, Bride of Chucky movie? Because that's where the other thing I love in her. Well, I'll tell you one other thing I love in her. I love her in, rather.
Hey, did you see the Beetlejuice trailer?
No. Oh, hey, wait. I did. I watched it when they did it on Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah, they tricked me. I liked it.
I like all the people in it.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be good. Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh my God. Okay, Badger, I'm not allowed to show any of these photos.
Oh God.
Okay, hold on. I found mine. Hold on. I got mine.
We're
gonna have a Sydney Sweeney off.
Mine are
and
winning,
then afterwards,
but they're not allowed.
We're gonna do a different type of off. No, just don't get the channel flagged, you son of a. All right, hold on. There's mine.
Good Lord.
I'm picking it. There's mine. A Sweeney off. Oh, Face Off is the next movie he's watching.
Oh,
made me think of it the way I said. I'm gonna take his face off. Face Off is the next one he's watching. And yeah, bro. Winona's looking good. I buy Jenna Ortega as her daughter.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know how they're going to address. I guess they just won't be in the movie. Or did they move on? I forget. It's been a while. The Alec Baldwin, Gina Davis characters. Did they move on to the next level? I think they move on to like the right, and then like because that's the whole point of Beetlejuice. He's help.
Hey, ask me if I've seen Beetlejuice.
Oh my God. All right, man.
Whoa, too hot for TV. Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa,
shit. Hey, it's fashion. Calm down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
Fashion
I don't
gone
see any
rogue.
reports.
You can show it on Instagram. You can show it here.
All right. Spasm. Yeah, we'll keep this out for a
It's
second.
marketing. It's part of marketing campaign, okay?
Hell, no. We, do you want to watch? I'm down for that. Let's see. Oh, no, hold on. I got to do it.
Guarantee you know Deadpool.
Is that a video game?
Yeah. Yeah, you should go play it.
It's about Native Americans or cowboys, I'm saying.
Hold on, Jet. Don't worry. We're putting it back up, but it's been mentioned, and now I'm curious. The Beetlejuice trailer.
Let's go.
Beetlejuice is in it for about a second.
Yeah, but he's got good lines.
Who is he? It's Keaton, right?
He says Puerto Rican juice is loose.
He did say that. I can confirm.
Did he really?
Yeah. Why do you think everyone's talking about Puerto Rican juices?
Oh, that's different.
Beetlejuice has been updated for a modern Puerto Rican audience.
I gotta do it the right way. God, I'm waiting for like a StreamYards update. Sometimes.
You better share that audio.
Yeah, that was a whole fun thing when you first. Why isn't the audio sharing? All right,
because your channel's under attack.
Oh, me?
I watch Beetlejuice, and then boobs will go back
it's
up.
a different issue.
All right, and wait, you haven't seen Beetlejuice? I'm not going to show you.
Go ahead and play the button. Press the play button.
We're gonna start a page.
I want to
just get it all on there.
I want to see Jenna Ortega.
Totally not vaping.
I'll look up some Jenna Ortega
no,
pictures.
She looks like her though, right? Like she looks like she could be her kid in this.
Oh yeah, yeah, good cast.
Day, me so gay.
Kevin.
Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Giggity.
Is it banana? This doesn't even feel like Beetlejuice trailer.
Hang on.
It's a song.
There you go.
Well, if you had watched the original movie, you fucking troglodyte, you would know that this is a featured song.
I'm aware of that. Like I told you, I haven't seen it, but I'm aware of it. Thank you very much.
The juice is loose.
Hey. Give us a kiss.
Not a lot of sequels that I want or give a shit about, but I'm really liking Michael Keaton lately. Justice for Keaton. He's the best part about The Flash. Did you see the stare down with him and Arnold and Danny DeVito at the Oscars? It was like the best thing I saw. Where they make a joke about we're the only people that have you seen it?
No, I haven't watched that one. Sorry.
I don't blame you. I want to watch that then. Talk amongst yourselves about
that's
Beetlejuice.
That old world crew, man. The last of a dying breed.
He has more fire in him. Like
everything old is new again.
And we can't get any new stars, so we have to milk the old ones as long as we can.
As long as you do it right,
Well,
and it's not just key jangling.
We have no more stars. So, and I love you, Tom Cruise, but even you, based on that last Mission Impossible, we don't got it like that anymore.
When's the next one even coming out? Years?
I don't know, but they changed it's not Dead Reckoning part, whatever it is. I don't know why I clicked on that so aggressively because I thought it said overrated, and I was gonna be like, what? How? He's totally underrated. No, he's correct. He's fine. Yeah, no, he's totally. And I like Mr. Mom. I understand now why people reacted the way they did when he got cast as Batman in '89 because they were like, fucking Mr. Mom.
I have seen that.
It's good. And Terry.
I didn't care. I didn't care for him at first, but Keaton Batman grew on me by the end.
Oh, Keaton for me is in his own.
Bruce Wayne, not so much, but I did enjoy his Batman. But he's like just so stiff and stuff. But yeah,
well, he invented the hero turn. Yeah, well, I don't.
Oh my God, multiplicity. We're gonna eat a dolphin.
Multiple. Yeah. All right. Here. Let's see this real quick. Everyone we love is getting old.
I always love being reminded of how short Danny DeVito is.
Nice, huh? Yeah, look at that.
He's getting shorter.
Look at everybody. Yeah, very nice. Well, Arnold and I are presenting tonight together for a very obvious reason.
Twins too.
Both tried to kill Batman.
Have you seen Twins?
No, but I know about everything.
That must be the worst thing, to hear about life but not experience it.
My buddy, all he does is watch stuff. I just make him tell me the plot of everything. I vicariously watch stuff through him. Thank you. All right, sorry for distracting.
I just couldn't tell if you were talking about me because I do that too. So now you have
I was
two
gonna
guys.
say-
Kelly. Yeah, no, I think he meant his other buddy.
No, because if I listen
I
to
have
things
friends.
that Badger doesn't like, I might not watch anything.
Yeah, oof. Yeah, that's true.
Well, we're going to try. As the Penguin in Batman Returns.
That was Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin.
How did Batman beat you?
Oh, he used
Money.
my one weakness against me.
English.
Heat underage hookers.
Love.
House cleaners.
He threw me out a window. Yeah, really. Yeah, he's really.
Batman.
We need to
Go
talk
ahead.
about that Penguin trailer.
Oh, we will, and we might even watch it. I'll tell you this much.
The non-Batman related Penguin
know
trailer.
that I'm actually excited for. We know Arnold didn't go to Epstein's Island because look who he was fucking. He fucked the ugly maid, so we know he didn't have better options. That was a convenience.
That son of a bitch.
Good word.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
He's here.
I hate him.
There he is.
He's the governor of you.
And you want to talk about Bruce Wayne? That's Bruce Wayne right there. That's
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne right there.
They all look good though.
By the way, Arnold could have done a good job as Freeze if he had the right plot, like the right script, not
Not as campy.
Schumacher. Yeah.
Honestly, I would like Keaton more as the Dark Knight, like the actual like retired Dark Knight that
or
I just
Batman
read.
Beyond.
Then
Batman Beyond. Oh my god.
Then his or something like that, rather than his actual Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you,
But yeah, that is pretty great.
maybe
I
because
need that
I'm
clip.
a piece of shit troglodyte. Have either of you? I'm sorry,
You're
Colin.
one of the good ones.
Jesus Christ. Have
Yeah.
you,
Colin Farrell, who's playing the Penguin.
He is, yes. he will
I
be in
haven't
it with
seen
Batman.
the trailer, but because it doesn't have Batman, is it still
Yes.
worth it?
I think so.
Because Colin Farrell was good.
I think it's going to be like The Sopranos.
It reminds me of the first Echo trailer where we're all like,
It's going to be like The Sopranos.
We're like, is this a Kingpin trailer? They should have just done a Kingpin show.
Yeah.
So
As
instead of doing DC Echo, they did a Kingpin show.
Yeah, and
The
I'm saying,
Penguin.
as I said, I like Colin Farrell in anything I see him in. And even though there is, in fact, probably some fat dude out there that has a scar across his face that's like, son of a bitch, the one time there's something made for me. No. It gets taken by, like I said, the one
Fat
Colin
phobia
Farrell,
took it.
who once upon a time said he would stay up at 3 a.m. with crackheads just because there was someone to talk to.
Wasn't he like not Deadshot, Bullseye or something? In
He was
Daredevil
Bullseye.
movie?
He was Bullseye in the Ben Affleck Daredevil, which Rat and I actually saw
in theater. I saw it in theater.
Well, we saw it in an actual.
You think I haven't seen any good movies? I saw Daredevil
No,
in theaters.
it's super random what you have and haven't seen.
Yeah, it's very random. Yeah.
All right, hold on, let's watch this and we'll talk about him again real quick.
Copyright.
That already happened.
When I was a kid,
8 out of 10 for the Batman is too high.
real old school type.
There just weren't enough good white people in it, according to right now. I'm just kidding. He loved that movie.
Rex Calabrese. He was a big deal.
I agree with both of those statements.
You saw you on the street, you call out to you. When I'm 14 or something, he has a heart attack and dies. Still holding a cigar. In my neighborhood,
Give him a top hat and a monocle, for
parading
God's
is a-
sakes.
Freaking parade.
Can I get a wah wah?
He's
Hey,
got
There he is.
He's got a. Oh, what's up? Thank you, Hypnotic. Thank you very much. Yes, and I at least saw your super chat. The very long gay badger history, and it's a shame critical drinker missed out. That's gonna be fun to watch the last orders and all those in-joke super chats that he has to read. Yeah, no, we're just watching obviously the trailer here.
Wait,
It was
yeah, if he
fancy.
reads that on a stream and you're not there,
But it
it's
was
gonna be even
suggestion.
weirder.
Can't wait.
Oh my god, it would have been better if they just done it on open
Show
bar.
love. What he meant.
Ah, right there, he's there too.
Oh, and yeah, talk about this instead. Hypnotic, bro. If you can, you gotta have this guy right here, games journalist.
Yeah, Techrat.
Erwin on on Saturday, so he can explain his Gamergate. He'll say yes this time. He swears he'll say yes
I'll
this time.
say
He
yes.
won't turn you down. He would love to come on. And yes, hail creativity's vanguard. I see you punching away there. Wanted to point this out because that is Clancy Brown. You know who that is?
Clancy.
Yeah, that's Lex Luthor from the animated series.
Mm.
It's the Kurgan from Highlander. It's drill instructor Zed from Starship Troopers that you just watched.
There's a guy named Zed.
The enemy. Oh, the
Oh
enemy
my god.
cannot push a button if you disable its hand.
One of the best lines.
And he throws the knife. That guy.
Yeah. That's
All right,
drill
sweet.
instructor
Okay.
Zed. This guy.
Yeah,
That's
and
fine.
he demotes himself so he can go kill the bugs
Yeah.
for freedom. All right, gotcha.
There you go.
Good man.
Erwin, is your relationship just professional now? You're not being Big Fig anymore? I think you should be Big Fig and agree to do the
Oh,
show.
did I say that?
How dare
I don't.
you?
He calls me gay after every time I have to tell him I'm too busy. I don't know how you people have time for anything.
He's not too busy anymore. He'd love to. And
Could y'all super chat me some time?
no,
I don't
just
have any.
like-
All my extra time goes to me watching movies. Badger forced me. Badger forces supers on me, and then I have to watch stuff.
Wait till you see the supers I'm going to force tomorrow. And yes, the Kurgan Highlander. Have you seen that? No. Add it to the list.
Yeah, Techrat, add it to the list.
Yeah, he's seen them all. He's done his homework. He has other sins to atone for, not his lack of movie watching.
I'm a games journalist, thank you.
Yeah, you
Listen.
I don't watch movies or play
Can you
games.
imagine
Can you imagine
to be remembered like that?
be remembered as a non-binary?
Wait, where's Batman? Wait, go back to the Batman part. I missed it.
You did miss it, but I will tell you.
Or there's like the Joker or someone. There was some kind of Batman thing in there, right?
No, but
Go back.
Robert Pattinson was seen on set, and we are thinking that he is going to have at least a boob appearance.
This is a TV show, right?
Yeah, it's a TV
What are we
show.
thinking? Five episodes, 8, 10?
Don't get used
Any
to
idea?
this. Yeah.
That looks so Photoshop.
Why? Because her makeup
Her
is so
eye
nice?
makeup. Ha!
I don't know. It looks like AI.
I'm all right with that.
Honestly, mine won.
I'm prepared to make that sacrifice.
I called it.
Yeah, no, it is a TV show, and we're also getting a Gotham police PD show, but that, while also by Matt Reeves, is set in the new DCU continuity with a Batman we don't know have any idea who it is.
Gordon is the main character, or what?
I would assume so, yes. Or Bullock, or some new. Personally, if I was there, I would say you should probably introduce a new character that's not super tied to continuity, that can have his own struggles
They're
while the
definitely gonna
world
have
changes
Oracle,
around.
so they can get the wheelchair person in.
Well, yeah, because that depends on if they go Batgirl or if they go Oracle first. We know with the Nightwing, the Teen Titans, so it's at least she could be Oracle, or they're gonna just skip ahead and skip ahead and already have her as Batgirl again with the the implant. The implant. Oh my God! Down.
Hashtag Joker did nothing wrong.
If Jeremy keeps making videos the way he's making them, no, they'll make it before me.
Yeah, he's been crushing it.
Yeah, if he keeps doing that, they'll make it before me.
Kind of sucks. I have nothing to do with that.
And you know what? You
Pray
gave
for
I was fine, by the way, with it was essentially a Spanish lesbian Montoya before it was popular to have a all those checkboxes. Like even in the original animated Bruce Timm, which I'm pretty sure created that character.
Les Tinks.
Les Tinks, yes. Let's see.
I'll allow it.
I feel this is wrong. Like we should be able to sustain
Right.
22 people without it, right?
Dude.
People come on, we're just looking at no, we should just have Sydney Sweeney up.
What's the point?
Erwin's
Gotta find
got
another
me like he's brain raped me as I constantly am thinking now, am I storing up that one good line to say every 10 minutes or so? Is that really what I have?
No, I don't believe that anymore after that one.
If you have
going
even
on about
one
my
good
mind
one.
graping you.
You don't like
yeah,
grapes?
That was me. Yeah, I like the red ones that are actually purple, but we call red for some reason.
They are purple.
Yeah,
Well,
I know, right? Conspiracy.
All right, fair. The tits will stay. So even though these tits weren't in the movie Bound, if you haven't
with
watched
Rob.
the movie Bound, we will just talk about it real quick.
Oh my god.
It's essentially exactly what I remember it to be. A bunch of lesbian scenes between Gina Gershon and Jennifer Tilly, which I'm all about. But it really ends up being a mob movie where Joe Pantoliano's character works for the mob, and in the process of
was that Pantaleone? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I left when he came in.
Amount of times I've heard Rat say this in his life, both professionally and unprofessionally, is a shocking amount. But yes, that is all he has. And that should be enough.
I'm told to be grateful, and I love all of you.
That's what
By the
Alyssa
way-
Mercante says when she has to go back to OnlyFans after getting fired from Kentucky.
Thank you, everyone, for showing up. I know it's the OGs, what I wanted, smaller. We're never going to be that huge, like
Yeah, never meet your heroes.
except when you do. Never meet them personally, I guess. And
I
then get
chat
into their
with-
deep lives.
I chat with my heroes.
So far, chatting and meeting with my heroes has worked out.
Meeting your heroes, that's when people are at like, that's when the people are sucking, not when people are at their best.
Yo, we got to go to the Vegas meetup in April.
Apparently, I do have to go to the Vegas meetup. There will be no way to meet anyone there. Hold on. I want some.
I'll crowdfund that after the
Gimme.
PS5.
What does that mean? Angry and racist and the same 4 titles for my thumbnails. This is bad. Made me funny when he have you ever seen Ryan do it? When he showed his camera.
You say shit and put an asterisk in there sometimes too.
Oh, I totally ripped him off because he said you could do it. Like he literally was the one. Like I remember he said it because you used to not be able to swear.
Yeah,
I guess, and then he did it and it worked, and I was like, oh, you can swear.
One time he put a thumbnail out where he forgot to put the asterisk, and I was like, hey, buddy, I think you forgot the asterisk.
Oh no, I shamelessly took his thumbnail style of just like the 3. Although I'm not like
now just put nerdrotic as the first word in the title.
it feels real dirty to do that, to take someone's straight up title. I already feel bad enough reacting.
No,
even
not
though
straight
I try
up
my
title.
best to
Just say neurotic, blah 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 blah.
and then
Badger
do
reacts.
reaction. I know. Maybe I'm OCD.
Do it.
I want
Got to go
mushrooms.
backwards. You got to wipe front to back.
I'm not letting this go. It's the next thing I want. I want to meet
Dude.
the machine elves.
Hey, let's go. We'll do the Vegas meetup, and then afterwards we'll do shrooms with whichever one of those crazy bastards from FNT
Well,
wants to chill.
unfortunately, the Vegas meetup is like 4 times booked over. Like they added it and immediately sold out because I remember they don't actually charge. So
Yeah.
the RSVP actually filled up, and then they did another one and that fucking filled up. And creativity, I don't. If you're still in the chat, if you got in or not, but
You
it's
don't
gonna have to
think
be.
a
They're gonna have to
badger
come
and
out
a
to
rat
California.
can linger.
Yeah,
We can linger.
We
We get
can
some
linger.
White Castle. No cheese.
Yeah, my wife is due like Prager's.
So, is this not like the entire plot of Ricky Stenicki or whatever that they bounce out while one of the guys is?
Yeah.
I just heard the name of that recently, and I was like, that's not real.
I tried
it's
watching it.
dumb
John
fun.
Cena, Zac Efron. What's
Oh yeah, my buddy told me about that.
what's the
He
ginger's name?
calls him- he calls him-
Santino. Yeah.
He calls him the wrestling guy.
He's you can't see him.
He really enjoyed it. He thought it was really funny. Like I said, he's
Yeah,
pretty
so that's
normie.
the thing. And that's why I'm not going to the Vegas one, because it is we got a bunch of California boys.
I was gonna say, shout out.
Shout out.
The
Yeah.
SoCal.
Except for this Indiana infiltrator
I'm
up late.
I'm going to cheer with everyone else when you guys fall into the Pacific, but I will also be a little bit sad about
Well, according to that Civil War trailer, we will be allying with Texas. Can't wait to watch that. Hey, that one we do have to watch, right? Like, I'll make that decision if I can. If I have any power over there on Nerd Rage, we got to watch
what
that
even
Civil War.
Is that just a movie or is that out on streaming?
No,
it's going into theaters.
Yeah, that. Oh, you better believe they want to put that in theaters.
Yeah, American Society of Magical Civil Wars is what that box office is going to look like.
You definitely stay out of LA.
Escape from LA.
Shit, San Diego and San Francisco, anything with two fucking names is trash right now.
By the way, yes, if you haven't watched it, Escape from LA.
Oh yeah, it's
New
close.
York. Escape from New York first.
La
That's the first
la,
one.
la 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 la.
What's
Bro,
that?
Kurt Russell, Snake Plissken.
I do need to watch it. I do like me some Kurt Russell.
I saw the second one with my grandma, and like no one else was in the. I was like 11 or 12. No one else was in the movie theater.
Definitely a fan of some Big Trouble in Little China.
I'm sorry to hear that. Stay safe.
Okay, good.
Yeah, good. As a homie,
Yeah.
that like, oh man, he loved that Big Trouble.
Arcade.
Yeah, and it was said the other night on I don't know if it was what stream it was, but open bar, Tango and Cash.
My friends over
Tango.
at Open Bar.
No, because it was at the
I've
end
seen
when
that too.
fucking
When
Mahler fucking threw me with what's your favorite movie, and I froze up.
You like Gladiator? 8 out of 10.
But it was a special kind of horrible lot.
What did you want to say?
Like a 10 out of 10.
What would you? What now that you had a chance to think? What would you say?
I don't think I could do my favorite. What is that?
I know, it's
What
like,
is that?
who's your favorite band? It's
if
like,
you could never watch another movie again, what fucking movie would it be? Because that's essentially what it means.
Showgirls, striptease.
Right. It has to be something with nudity in it. No, I probably would be like a Demolition Man or a.
Yeah.
But no, like when they ask, like that is the thing. I will throw on like a movie that I've seen a billion times: a Predator, a Tremors, The Burbs with Tom Hanks,
Which I just watched the other day again.
So good. It's comforting.
Yeah.
That like when I was a teenager I just threw Fellowship on The Shire, man. Speaking
Yeah,
of
and the
comforting.
Lord of the Rings movies count too. And I when Gary says it's the best trilogy, I'll give him that. I love Star Wars. I'm Star Wars ride or die, but I'll give him that. Lord of the Rings is, bro. You make sweet, sweet love to me in this chat. What are we doing here? Blood Sport.
Snap.
Oh, and our first super chat of the night. MG Tau Michigander. Yeah. We call you Michigan. How many want to bet that Tim Burton just made Beetle woke? Oh, I hope not.
We're praying.
Beetle woke.
Am I being naive? I hope they didn't.
I'm going to say Tim Burton's Dark
movie?
Shadows was hot garbage.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. Yeah.
Johnny Depp Vampire should have been good. No.
Yeah, I sort of counted at the extended edition. I sort of count them all as one movie.
The Gandalf saga.
I just want to talk about this real quick though. What was it Dark whatever that was, the vampire thing? That was the last thing Tim Burton did?
No, that's I think the last thing I saw from him.
Okay, I'm gonna look up his thing because that's the whole thing is that like we don't really know who has been corrupted by the current thing. Many people have, and many of these they've bounced out. That's why you just haven't heard from him.
Oh well, he was part of Tuesday or whatever, right? Too. That was really successful. With Jenna Ortega, or Wednesday,
Dumbo.
Tuesday. I just called it Tuesday, Wednesday. Man,
Wednesday, yeah.
It's late over here.
See, no one called you on it. So he did the Alice Through the Looking Glass. So he did the sequel to Alice in
Do you ever
Wonderland.
see those? They look the little bits I ever saw. It looked weird. Remind like Willy Wonka, Johnny Depp vibe.
So I say support to Johnny Depp, but like there was a lot of those Johnny Depp movies that I just did not. And yeah, he did Dumbo, and he was the executive producer for Wednesday, which was decidedly not woke. Tuesday, yeah, for Tuesday Adams. Good.
I'm a real entertainment.
So I'm not that worried about it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he was one of those people I try to watch like all his movies and stuff at one point, and I really liked him. And then I ended up on maybe I don't like Tim Burton. And I liked him at first, and then
what about Edward Scissorhands?
No, I have not seen that.
Love Edward Scissorhands.
See this real quick. Well, this is my problem. Down is like yes, apparently now it is naive to expect something to maybe like Fallout. In fact, thank you. I accidentally crossed out because I'm a noob. I crossed out all my tabs before we started this. That was one of the things I'm going to get it. But like the Fallout thing, that's one of those things that I want to like it. But pattern recognition is telling me that it's going to be shite. But I still want to like it.
My optimistic comment was that it looks like it has potential.
The Fallout one.
Yes.
Well, Rat, I want you to talk about this because famously, you didn't give a shit about Fallout until that Fallout 3 came out, and I got it for you, and thus you were a Fallout fan. Jonathan Nolan is saying that Fallout 3 is the only Fallout he's played, but he played it for a year. What do you think about that? And then he's not there. That's what's called the setup.
I kind of have to pee. I think I'm thinking about
That's
running
fine.
away too.
Well, here's the point. Go ahead. I don't care. Have you played any Fallout whatsoever, Erwin? Yeah, you guys all suck.
No comment.
Thankfully, I've played all the Fallouts, so I will be intricately aware. You know what? Everyone leave. I'm the only one now. No one's seen anything. Everyone's newbie tonight.
I had to piss. What happened?
No, nothing happened. You got set up and you didn't put in the private chat and like etiquette. I guess we have to explain this to you. Put in private chat that you're leaving so that the host doesn't look like an asshole, and then you don't talk back to the host when he calls you out on it.
Without clicking over, had
Everyone
you
laughed.
seen the private
Everyone
chat?
laughed. Oh, indeed, and that's not enough. It's not enough. When the kid goes to the parents and suggests a punishment, that's not how that works. The parent still gets to suggest a much harsher policy.
I just wanted to make sure that you were in there.
Oh, it was a scene. The third Fallout was no. Liam, because you missed it, I asked. I said Jonathan Nolan says the only Fallout he has played as reference for this is in fact here. Before you can all come back. He's only played the third Fallout, which was your first experience to Fallout. So what do you think about the fact that all of his reference for this is going to be Fallout 3?
I do hate that I went to the bathroom the one time you asked me a question.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, Fallout and Fallout 3 and Mass Effect took me time to get started because I have a lizard brain and I like, shooting games and driving games. And so it took time and effort. But once I got started, I think I finished with like 3 different Fallout playthroughs of like 80 plus hours. If you like the game, why would you not want the fans to enjoy what you're making?
Yeah, but then he went on to say that he's a fan. He made it to please himself. So because you can't.
Okay, but if you're a fan, how do you please yourself?
Yeah,
if it's shit.
It sounds like a cop out ways of he wants to say he knows what he's talking about and he's a fan, but he doesn't want to say I made it for the fans because then if the fans collectively go this is shit because this he'd go well yeah make it for you and yes I think the correct answer in all
BioShock
of our hearts,
Infinite.
No, the correct answer in all of our that is a good game is New Vegas, even though Obsidian is the one that made it. It's got
Fallout
the best
76.
DLC. Fallout 3 is great. Liam Neeson's great as the father, and Fallout 4. I like Fallout 4, and I like the voice acting in it. Except what?
Fallout 4, except the incessant.
Yeah.
Someone's called in, and yeah,
Preston
Preston.
Garden. All right, let's see. Everyone's been memeing on this scene. Let's see. I think I know what they're doing though.
You want to share?
So this is the. Oh yeah, hold on. I'm a noob. So yeah.
Thank God.
Jay. Should have been like Jay and let me go and then not say anything.
Dude, all the studios are going to be you're going to have a claim from every studio.
Everyone's going to want a piece.
It hasn't popped up trying to block the stream yet though.
That's because of all of my great copyright protection.
Everyone's doing great interruptions and things. This was a flowing. No, I'm here just to chill. It doesn't need to be a monetized stream. I'm here just to hang out with the homies, talk about their week.
Wait, is this a new one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was a new one.
It's getting memed. It's getting memed.
Oh
already.
God, is it girl powery?
Well,
here, let's start from listen to how she talks, and then we'll explain why I think this isn't maybe that bad.
And I think you're correct, Badger.
Okay.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave him alone. Now, I acknowledge that I'm unfamiliar with your circumstances.
I acknowledge she's hot.
She sounds like the cops in Demolition Man.
I'm obliged to intervene. Now, if your instinct is to harm me,
Maniac.
As a person simply trying to de-escalate a conflict, then I'll have to assume of the two of you, you are likely the primary aggressor. In which case, I think everyone in this town would agree the force is justified.
So this screams to me of the beginning of
first scene. Is this the first scene of the thing? Why is it called first scene? Fallout first
this
scene?
might be the opening and then they flash back. This screams to me of a vault dweller who has been raised in the vault and sat there in a classroom with the old school. If you go outside, understand that everyone is a threat to you. If the crazy, like she's going off of those. It is very much like Rat said, a Demolition Man type of. We did, Wes, but we could talk about it again if you have something specific you wanted to woo about. This is just real quick about Fallout. The fact that like it was brought up, like, damn, is it naive to want to like something?
Unless you willingly stand down now.
Fucking vault dwellers.
It's clean and dirty at the same time.
It needs a filter. The music needs to be different.
I believe they call it grounded.
Well, now that is a very small drop.
And grind.
I do like the line though.
Right, because everyone is on stims and medics and all the fun things.
Chem me, baby.
Yeah.
He's who I like from the first trailer.
Yeah, I like Walter Goggins. Now, of course, he says they're gonna have flashbacks to him pre-bombs going off. And yes, obviously.
Yeah, because he's like at the very, very beginning as some like
seems like he's
salesman
an actor
for the vault or something.
Yeah, or he's an actor that does a commercial for that. He's also a cowboy, and he's got the black wife with the BIPOC daughter in the
you
beginning.
Gotta call it in every time.
You have to point it out because you know they have to do it. Sorry.
Is this Finn?
Look at this shit.
Finn. So this is how we know it's after the fourth Fallout game, because the Brotherhood of Steel has made it to the even though this is in LA, so technically I think it could be either way. The Brotherhood of Steel, they got their jetpacks, they're flying around.
Yeah. Can you see the cables? See that death claw scrape?
Oh, that's rough.
It's Mark 1 Tony Stark. Anybody?
Mm-hmm. But without the cool paint job.
That's 3 strikes. That's Wolverine. Sorry.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
We can say fuck, guys.
I said the same thing.
Well, it was after 10 minutes. Yeah,
Oh, no, that's not what I mean. It's just all these like Amazon shows or HBO or whatever. It's just like, we can say fuck, so we're going to say it all the time. Oh, we can show flaccid dicks. We're going to show a flaccid dick because we can. Oh, here's people being really terrible because we can.
That's the one thing is I wish they would remember nudity for women.
In the
they only show it. They only show it.
What ratio of boobs? If we have to see a dude's ass, how many pairs of boobs should we get to make up for that? What's the equation?
All
ratio?
of them. I want all the shower scenes.
Yeah, because that's like Starship Troopers. You got to see all the bobs, and then because of that, they had to get the ladies the booty at the end, which is reasonable. I get it, which is reasonable. But so all infinity.
Westward, we're waiting on you. We're going to stop until you tell us in the chat what you thought of X-Men 97.
My question. So Morph is Morph's power? Is he just like Pokemon Ditto? He can just turn into other.
I mean, technically, but in in this version, he's just a therapy pet, if you will, for Wolverine. He's constantly trying to make him feel better.
He comes on the airplane with him.
Yeah, he changes into whatever will make him feel better at that moment.
Oh my god! So my prediction was that why you said that he gonna make him? You got a pretty mouth there, Morph.
I guarantee you, he has gotten drunk, turned into Gene, and Wolverine has gone to Pound Town for therapy.
Oh my god!
Yes, I guarantee you that has happened.
I nailed it. Chat, you all owe me $5.
And I think it's real interesting that they made that whole thing, about him being non-binary, but there's not that same push for what's her name, Mystique, or any of the other shapeshifters to do the same thing.
Yeah, I've talked about so
Mystique. There was no strong women, right?
My boy Nightcrawler, supposedly, Mystique is his dad.
Yeah, I don't think that he can actually I don't think he can actually mimic the powers
because they're both blue. So he can just look like people. He's just like for incognito.
Yeah. He's just a switch. I think what's it?
Otherwise,
like, chameleon.
he'd just be like stealing Rogue's powers, basically. Otherwise, just like an OP
Oh,
Rogue.
here's
without
one
the
for
belt.
you. I'm not claiming to know this about Rogue at all, so anybody can jump in if they know. Can Rogue do like I'm gonna touch you and download this information? Like now I know how to hotwire a car. Because all of a sudden she had surgery knowledge from touching the doctor. Instead of killing him, she just took a little bit of knowledge.
Yeah, I think Rogue does get actual. She gets
That's
actual
cool.
memory flashes because she got them from Captain Marvel.
It's a blowy for that one.
Miss Marvel.
You gotta go all the way if you want to get their powers.
That's what I hope we see. I want to see that one day.
So have you seen the Storm business suit Storm?
No.
Not yet? Okay.
Is this from the comics?
No, X-Men 97. Yeah, oh, did you never see the photo?
No, I've watched the series. I'm not remembering her in a business suit. No.
Not the
recall.
original, the new one.
No, yeah, I don't remember that either.
All right, I'll pull it
It might
up.
have been like a promotional thing. X-Men 97 Storm. Yeah, no, because I was saying is I thought she was going to be super like see you next Tuesday E, and she's not. Yeah, and even at the end when they go to the UN. Now, did you micro or did you take a bunch of stems and caps? Because I have a machine. I want you. When you speak to the machine elves, I want you to tell them a certain phrase for me. Just checking for a friend.
Tell them I said hey.
Yeah, this was the one. Hold on. This is the scene where it was only white people that were all anti against the mutants. So of course, what they were saying sounded like a certain group. And then, of course, because they're all white, the two Blick X-Men showed up at the same time to dispense justice.
They did her dirty already. Oh.
It depends on what they're doing. Depends on what they're doing with her. Because, I mean, does anyone care about spoilers in the chat? Just let me know. If you do want to watch it and you haven't watched it yet, I won't ruin.
Spoil it.
We did spoil quite a bit.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
No.
How's Cable?
Yeah, at that second episode, Storm does get hit with something that makes her lose her powers. So I don't like. I think she's obviously going to be going on a journey. Probably go to Africa and go to Wakanda and meet Black Panther and marry them and have kids like in the original, even though they're not married anymore. Thanks, New Marvel, which Erwin should be reading right now.
Right, yeah. What's her story? She not a Wakandan queen in this one?
No, this one she's still in the X-Men, but then like obviously Aurora Monroe, she does like have like at least tribally she's royalty in her own, and then I think at some point in the comics she was married to Black Panther, but then in the new one she's not married to Black Panther. It's a whole thing.
Also, I'm sharing it. I found Pantsuit Storm.
Oh, you know what? She did. I didn't. Did she wear? I feel like she did wear this at some point.
I did. If it happened, I don't even remember.
This looks like it's a comic adaptation of it.
There you go.
Yeah, this is just a comic adaptation.
Yeah,
Either way,
it is. So people thought that they were going to do it. So and well, at least you
maybe just not yet. Yeah.
Oh, because there was a scene where Storm and Jean were talking together, and I think that was the one where the double entendre of the voice was a little bit like, oof. Just say you wish your baby was born straight, or you wish your baby was born white, or like it was that level of conversation.
Hey, I found a video for you tomorrow.
I got a couple. Star Wars fans hate. Yeah.
What is the ratio number right now?
Don't they?
I'm stopping screen.
Which one of you can pull up the ratio number for that trailer?
I'll grab it.
Okay, yeah, and it's just gonna solo. This is what she looked like when she wasn't wearing her. It's never a good idea to have silence on a live stream. How dare you? There you go. Yeah, she didn't actually wear the pantsuit when they were having their girl talk to talk. Where
them shoulders.
I mean, ostensibly, Jean is saying to Storm that she sometimes wishes that her baby would be born not a mutant. but it really came off as like, I wish I wasn't born gay. I wish I wasn't born black. I wish I wasn't like insert problem.
I wish
here.
I was a baller.
I wish you weren't wearing Gambit's tank top.
Oh, look at, she does have some manly as fuck shoulders. Yeah, no. I'm not saying that it doesn't line up to the comics. It's just that haircut elicits different things in modern times. And also, it would have been better if she had her long hair from the previous seasons and then done this haircut after she gets shot, loses her powers, and goes on a
new
hero's journey. Yeah, that
makes more sense.
How's Jean Preggers?
Cyclops with his pee-pee of her vagine.
When a man loves a woman.
Finally.
When a
All right, so I have something to announce.
To a woman.
So our friend of the show, the Angry Badger, he's hit 2K subscribers. So the Acolyte trailer downvotes has hit 400K to 168.
Wow.
400 to 168 currently.
That's
allegedly.
A lot.
That's
allegedly.
rough.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I
don't know. Overall, X-Men 97, I liked it more than I thought I was going to.
Better than expected.
Better than expected. Again, Cyclops was like the best part about it. He didn't get shit on. I don't know. We'll see.
He
but
actually got to be like
saying
team leader.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. And he got the
then Wolverine. All I know is he got Road. How was Wolverine?
The voice sounded good.
Better than the trailer, yeah.
Let's see.
And he got to be like a big enough part of it?
No, actually, for me, I wanted him to be more.
Okay. They give Jubilee
way more.
They give Jubilee and Rogue all his parts.
I mean, they tried to span it out a little bit, but I'm definitely interested to see.
Since I'm getting
what'd you do?
No, I'm gonna share this so we can do. Hold on, I'm queuing this up.
We're professionals around here.
Super.
Around these parts.
See, there's commercials.
Yeah, Cyclops. I thought he was a bit of a dick in the original series, but I liked him more in this one.
Yeah, as he should be.
There's some positive.
Also, like Wolverine's always trying to bang his woman, so
everyone's always back talking him and stuff. Yeah, he's kind of got to be assertive.
Let me see. Did he?
Especially when Wolverine's begging his chick.
I think it missed his landing, but it's
That's
still.
Actually why I asked. I want to know whose it was. I bet it's not even Cyclops's. Jean Grey's Preggers.
So I would just say that Cyclops got the super cool. I'm not going to go find it, where he shot his lasers into the ground and it like slowed his descent.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so real quick before we watch this, because I just want you to get. This was literally the only like really decent scene in the first one.
So
wouldn't that make you do a bunch of backflips?
So what happens when he shoots his optic blast at a wall? It blows up, right?
Blows up.
So when he's falling and he blows his load at the ground, would it not destroy the earth below him, creating a crater and him keep falling?
It would take time.
Bye, California.
Yeah.
It's fun knowing you guys.
It was one of he definitely got the biggest glow up, and it was one of those things where I accept it. I accept it.
Give him the forecast.
I said
Call
it.
the thunder.
Sometimes I root for the Sentries. Or Sentries, Sentinels. I blame Magneto and his propaganda. Sentinels did nothing wrong.
Her whamming moment.
Ancient sands, heed my
Ooh.
command, and reclaim
I like that view.
these relics of hatred.
Animation. Because it's kind of a little choppy because we're on StreamYard, but like...
Yeah, but still.
Was it as choppy and like...
No.
In the actual?
But I'm still not a fan of it's like a little overly smooth. I don't know.
It's overly smooth? Okay, because in the first trailer, it looked kind of choppy, like weird frame, like... Yeah.
Oh, I just meant look. I don't like smoothed, like the actual textures.
Oh, okay. Would you have preferred they put like an 80, like the 80s color like palette?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is definitely updated for a modern anime audience.
See, he did the equivalent of a fastball special on him. It's I don't.
Artist subjective, baby.
Yeah. Well, just that first trailer looked a little like jumpy.
Yeah, it's
here and there.
different.
Like, weird frame rate or something.
Yeah.
I will say this. Apparently, Nightcrawler's coming up in the next episode.
I'm enjoying it more. I'm enjoying it a lot more than Avatar.
You gonna watch it all?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it all. I'll keep doing it.
I will be. Yeah.
So they're doing weekly. How many did they release, or did they? You just haven't binged it?
2. They released the first 2,
Okay.
and I believe they're releasing them weekly because binge model arguments, as fun as they are, weekly is the superior way to release it.
Yeah, binge is best for us, but what's best for us doesn't always make the industry survive.
Master Mold's show did get fucked up that quickly. I'm gonna move this over because I'm done looking shit up. We're gonna start rounding down, just winding down. Read through all the super chats, all 4 of them there in a second. That's what Drinker does. Must be fun.
I round down to 0.
And
You
there
mean
are
your friend, the Drinker.
There's gonna be 10 episodes.
You should start calling him
Ghost
Will.
me.
You should start calling him Will now.
I should have when I first
Start
came in. I
calling
should have
him
been like,
mate.
"Hello, Mr. Jordan."
Oh yeah, you didn't do any bad European accents. That's sad.
I didn't tell you what I said
Only-
when I first came in.
Only excellent Indian accents. Oh yeah, that's true.
It's like no. When I just immediately started talking about Stargrift ending to Mahler and Ryan.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna miss Stargrift.
He did say though when the occasion arises, they'll still be doing
Yeah,
it.
I know, and like
that's
I
always
said,
nice to
it's a lot. It's
makes it more special. Jeremy's been talking about bringing back God, the show with like Dan Vasc and the Whalebone and whatnot.
yeah, the show and tell, but I'm trying to think of they had another name for it with the whalebone.
I just lost it.
That stopped it.
I know, and then George the Giant
Naboo.
Slayer, George the Giant Slayer, and Az, they had like the best collector show. And as soon as I start like collecting stuff, all of them were like, "Nah, yeah, bragging rights." All of them were like, "Yeah, no, we're not doing the collecting stuff anymore." And I'm like, I hate you guys.
Have you seen my whalebone? Yeah, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to. Oh, 11/11. Oh, look at that. Mythical time.
That's not what mine says.
No, you're in the devil's time.
The
Time
Lord's
traveler.
time. Thank you.
Yeah, and this is
You're
fair.
in You're in the soon-to-be Pacific, like Pacific Standard Time or whatever. You're literally going to be in the Pacific. Oh, Westward hooked it up.
First of all,
I'm the first one.
The OGs.
I'm the first one he's forgetting.
If Erwin made
after
my
Techrat.
channel, Drinker has legitimized my channel. That is I will say that much though. That is an official, like, on your resume, like, oh, you're on Open Bar. That you can't dismiss that. You could sort of talk shit about people, but getting on Open Bar, that's an accomplishment. I won't minimize
big,
that one.
He's already big time in us.
No. But I will give, bro. When you
Our
go on an
channels are under
Open Bar
attack.
and you get over 500 subs overnight, that is power. I see pain. I see power. I see another goddamn movie you haven't seen, so you won't understand the jokes I was about to do. Cool Runnings. Go watch Cool Runnings, please.
Oh, I thought it was that Kung Fu.
Unforgettable. Yeah, no. Cool Runnings is a good one. Yeah, no. I would never forget who I am. Simba, remember who you are. So yeah, that is probably accurate because, like I said, I asked Gary's wife if I could be on Friday Night Tides maybe, and she said they're too busy right now. So ask after. Ask in May.
He's only insanely lucky.
You have nothing to. All of you. You have nothing to harm by asking.
Everyone do what he just did. I always say it's a numbers game, and the fact that you are so lucky on the numbers is just like, man, I like being right, but I also slightly hate you.
Okay,
he took the shot.
It's just so lucky. It's insane.
It's a combination of things. It is a perfect storm.
Synchronicities are insane.
You have to do it.
As you were on there, my first article came out for being a games journalist now. Like after like 2 weeks, who knows when it could be out and whatnot. It's the good Lord ordained it.
He has seen some movies, and he has caught up on a bunch of them. He really has.
At this point, I might be giving up on. Shut the front
super
door.
sticker.
That's more important than what I was about to say.
I thank you. I don't know what the super sticker was.
Wait, yeah, pull it. Wait, yeah, do you know how it pulled up?
Super sticker, but thank you, Doug. Doug,
I'll pull it up.
50.
For a 50, there you go.
Yeah, that's wild.
50.
Getting hit.
Doug,
50.
that's huge.
Nice one, Dougie boy. Hey, remember the cartoon Doug?
Oh my god, dude.
With super
I
quail?
have seen that.
Skeeter.
Skeeter for sure.
Skeet. Now
Oh
Skeet
my
means
God.
something very different.
Oh god, that took me a second to understand what I just heard.
And down, I thank you. I guess that is. I at least believe the dumb shit that I'm saying. That's the one thing I'll tell you. Even if I'm wrong, I believe what I'm saying. I'm not lying about it. That is the worst part of grifting is when people say something they don't actually believe in.
Did I freeze? No.
Yeah,
I'll say
you're
whatever.
scared.
I will
play
say
Hell Divers. I
whatever
love Liberty.
a $50 super chatter wants me to say.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the large target. Thank you for the 50. Well, now I am big time. What are you going to do about that?
That's another milestone. Has Hayden donated yet? Wait till Hayden shows
No,
up.
Hayden and Darby, I don't think they're here yet. They got, again, everyone was streaming tonight. I figured not every Friday everyone can show up. I understand.
We just need to get the Friday pre-F&T streams going again. We'll get the homies back.
Yeah, I think that was a good one, flowing right into Friday Night Tights. It's good energy. And then reconvene.
Vanguard's out here doing the Lord's work.
Let them talk. Let them talk. It's all engagement.
I didn't see anyone complaining. I was too busy telling everyone all the cool kids are subscribed to the Angry Badger.
You know, I saw a lot of beautiful things. A lot of people said some really, really nice things on Twitter and on Open Bar. Sorry, Alex.
Hell yeah.
I'll be quiet because we don't have Slate over there. Hail, bro.
Darby's
I'm just
in the
glad
house.
you made it.
We'll be on.
Yeah, no. I saw
tomorrow.
one negative comment on Open Bar, and of course I saw it, and it was like, damn, it's the one fear I thought people would have about me, and I saw it, and it was like, it's a completely valid comment.
Too ugly, I agree.
No one's actually commenting about my looks.
Who convinced this man to get a webcam?
Do you know what he said? He
What'd he
said, everyone was like saying nice things about me. He was like, yeah, seems like he just sort of says what he hears on everyone else's channels. And I was like, well, like we all talk about the same
what
things.
we all do, yeah.
Right. But I was like, I really try hard to not say it in the same way. To show how it's connected.
Gary stole your Eternals Acolyte, so
I'll take that one if that's the criticism. No, fine.
Bam.
I'll yeah. No,
Bam. Now Gary is saying what he hears from your channel.
My biggest thing is a lot of times, even though we're all saying the same things, it can get lost. And sometimes we contradict each other. It's like, wait, no. And you've seen this between, Drinker and Gary in some of their videos where one point will be latched onto that misses another one. And that's why there's, at least what I try to do with the reactions, is to point out the through line of all of this. And that's basically fucking the woke craziness. Well, that's fine.
Sure.
If a weak rather criticism is the only one they could muster, that's fine. And again, I've said it before. I wish it's not Peruvian marching powder. I wish it was. Let that come out.
Hey, I'm sharing. Share this what I'm sharing. That's the super sticker for that 50 from Doug. Hell yeah, Doug.
Thank you, Dougie. That's nice. Yeah. It's always well. That is the one thing I saw someone talking about. They weren't talking about streaming, but like, don't turn everything into content. Like, it's okay to watch things and enjoy it, and not everything has to be brought up on a stream or make a video about it, because otherwise,
we're not getting a content house.
I was saying I'll talk to you about that in a second. I love all this, but like, it can become something you don't like if that's all you're doing and you're forced to. That's a problem with being subscribed to some of these channels. Yeah. I try. And
we all share the same audience too.
We all share the same audience, so I try not to, even though we're all covering the same things.
Ryan's already got us all beat, so none of us are going to be first. So I'm like, I'd rather just get it best. I don't know what you're talking about. This apple juice. It's wheat. It's from the.
Don't tread on. Oh, it's this. Oh,
wheat.
Wheat thins.
Wheat buyer.
And then Germananese.
No, but one thing I've noticed is like I'll cover 2 topics and I'm like, oh, no one's talked about this. But then I've missed a topic that like Hypnotic or Ryan will be talking about. And then a couple days later, I'll be talking, but then they'll be doing that topic that I covered. But it's like you can't cover everything. So eventually there's going to be some overlap, or there's going to be some, I mean, you can, but then you'd be releasing 8 videos a day and no one wants that in their feed. You would very quickly.
We're not Ryan Roger out there.
I was going to make a Ryan Roger. I think
thought
he might
you were
be.
setting us up.
We're going to have him on sometime.
Yeah, let's have him on this channel.
No.
Let's do it. Every single topic he will have no idea about.
Yeah, so
that's how I feel these days. Now that I'm down in my video game rabbit hole, I'm like, there's trailers out. That's all I've been able to watch recently.
And you're out here trying to play Helldivers.
Yeah,
my computer wasn't trying to play very well.
Right.
I feel bad. I wish you guys could join in the Liberty.
Shut up.
My buddy called me just to tell me how much he liked it. It's like, yeah, awesome. Thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Awesome.
You know what you can play?
Worth the hype.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Joker's coming out soon.
That gonna bring the concurrent player base up to 1K again finally?
I'm gender fluid now.
I was gonna say it might get Badger another 200, 300,000 view short.
Oh yeah, if we're talking about events that might make the channel, because that's one thing I've learned.
That's what got me. That's why I gave you a chance, was that goddamn Joker voice.
Yep.
Is it really?
I mean, that's like the video, the early video you sent me. That's like the third one or something you sent. That's when I finally looked at your channel.
Yeah, that's God. I still.
And that's the last time I watched. That's the last time I watched.
Piece of shit.
Honesty.
Meanwhile, he releases a video, and I'm in there in the premiere in the chat talking with everyone like a pleb.
You're in charge of my PR and marketing.
The Darwin and the Beeve is going places.
Yeah, Darwin and the Beeve sounded like
shilling.
A good idea at first, didn't it? And then now you're going to get bigger than me, and then it's,
then it's going to be even
then
the Darwin.
You're carrying my ass.
Right.
I need Techrat. I need Techrat making my TikToks too.
You need to watch.
Which I'm not doing.
Angry Badger clips. You already agreed. No takebacks. Hey, I know what Red Dwarf is.
No, I know what it is too, and I have not watched it either. Apparently it's very long running.
I did watch an 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown again recently. That's my British show. It's a game show. So good.
He called you retard.
Oh my God.
Bunch of crazy lefties.
I finished.
Wait, who's he calling a retard? I can't believe you talk about Techrat like that. Jeez.
I think we're all a little touched.
So rude.
No, the best
Techrat's
ones
right here.
I mean, it's not Red Dwarf or anything, but like all the SG ones, Stargate, all the way through up to Universe. Yep, watch them. Richard Dean Anderson.
I agree.
Even though he's only in the first one.
Farscape is great.
Farscape is good too, actually.
That's about the only one of those I can talk about.
Have you seen? You have seen Farscape?
I've seen all Farscape. I've seen OG Stargate. I gave like one of the shows a chance. And
Stargate SG-1, the first one, like the first 10 seasons or whatever. That I say it takes Russell? Time in the seasons. Stargate? No, Kurt Russell is Stargate the movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I have seen that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then the TV show is based on that.
Yeah.
Or they.
And then they did like Atlantis and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm bored, I guess, with your banter. I'm looking up news topics.
Oh, and then you spilled your soda on everything?
No, you guys ready for this? Anybody see that GTA 6 reportedly releasing spring 25?
Really? So it's basically a year? Yeah, so like a year.
May get delayed till 26.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We won't see that till 27.
Yeah.
We won't see that till 27.
But yes, seeing 25 made me excited.
Here's my question. Do you think they're going to do with the previous one where they just released story at first and then several months later they release online?
Because they did it with Red Dead 2 where they make you play the story first because they know everyone would just go. They would just go into a multiplayer. Yeah.
But they also got to make sure that the store works first, right?
The transactions, yeah, they always work. Farscape works on almost every level. There's nudity, there's violence. The main dude is a good character.
Oh, he's great.
Hot chick, Claudia Black, which both of them end up joining Stargate anyway.
Yeah, and she's in Ahsoka, right?
plays one of the Night Sisters.
Yeah. I know things. I don't watch things, but I know things.
What? I got no
That's
idea.
what's dangerous.
But she's still hot.
Babylon's rough on the CGI.
What do list?
It's rough. What do you mean?
GTA 4 will be a mixed bag. I agree, John.
I already played that.
I did play that one. Yeah, that's the Russian dude, like New York.
Switch the I in front of the V, and then you'd be right.
It's late. Okay, Badge.
Yeah. No, Farscape is worth a watch. Me personally, I would say watch that before Babylon, but that's just me. There you go. Now you're correct.
I loved all the hints and puppets and whatnot. The ship pilot.
Fucking Zing comment.
And the little. What? Who?
Because if you took out Sweet Baby Inc. and all the wokeness, this would still be a problem in the gaming industry. Looking at you, Cyberpunk. Yeah. Released in 2027, fucking not finished till 23. How long did we wait to play Ice? 4 years?
How long will it take for the modders to fix it? Is the real question. Then
that's all of also. God, yeah, I used to
Bethesda
go
games.
Yeah, I would say that's every Bethesda game releases broken.
Is Starfield? Is Starfield playable yet?
Yeah, I haven't touched it in a fucking hot minute. I was waiting for DLC expansions.
Vanguard mentioned CGI, and it made me think. One of my biggest problems with
it wasn't solid. I just said watch Farscape first.
The Roadhouse film that I just watched. Did you notice that weird like 360 action that they were trying to do with the single frame cam shots, like the bridge car accident scene, and then the fight with Conor McGregor in the bar? I hated it. It was almost nauseating.
Shot kind of
no
thing?
They like
smooth, or?
like the cameraman was on a 360 track gimbal and just ran around them real quick.
Did you see Aquaman 2? Is it like the infighting?
No, I didn't.
Or original Aquaman, where like in the 1v1s they do like the spinning
It's
camera?
been a while, but
it does like
just,
a weird
I don't know.
hyper time, like when you're
It
drunk
does
and you
speed up
get
time,
the speed of like everything went a little quicker than it would because it's trying to show you the quickness of a fight and like
Gladiator complaint was there's the times when he did like the shaky camera with like the blurriness.
I don't like that either. Yeah, you're talking about the beginning and like the war with the Germanics. Yeah, I don't.
And then like two random times throughout, just like occasionally just randomly cuts to that, and it's just like
no. My favorite fights of that are when he fights. Oh, I forget his name, but like the main gladiator dude with the tigers. But those are the ones that are you pulled back and you can see it, and then his actual fight, obviously with the communist, whatever, Joaquin Phoenix. But how was Joaquin Phoenix? That's a performance, though, right?
I was pretty happy with him.
Okay, fuck. I thought you were going to say something else. I was going to roast you. Right, I was like, if nothing else, you have to like Joaquin Phoenix's performance.
I was rooting for the random jacked white dude who gets like arrowed through the leg and near the end.
I thought that was the guy. The Bana.
I rooted for most for some. He's like the one who tests like their fighting skills.
But I love that. Like, some of them actually fought with him, like under him, like he was their general.
Yeah, I, for some reason he just wasn't compelling enough for me. I wasn't sucked into the story. One thing that I know,
Maximus Decimus Meridius.
One thing that bugged me was the really weird
killed my father.
Slow zooms. Like there's one point when his old like assistant buddy is in the Coliseum stands, and they just do like this super slow zoom, and I'm like, who even is this guy? There's a couple of directing things. I was like, what?
And just because I forget, you have seen Punisher, right? Or not Punisher, Predator, right?
So what point on the list should it be at? That's one I've been wanting. I haven't seen Alien.
Predator goes fucking head of the list. You put Predator before Face Off and whatever.
That sounds great. Hell yeah! No, I support it. I want to watch Predator.
You should.
You see, you can see the eye twitch that I just started to get from this.
I got Predator and some comics.
Seen Predator. Shame this man right now. Everyone shame. This time I have to shame you.
I have read Batman versus Alien versus Predator. That was pretty fun.
All right, well, I mean, do better.
Yes,
I'm trying.
Predator, and I would even say the second one for sure. The first one, for sure.
I think I think we can all agree that if you start doing like one movie, even a week,
I have been. I watched two.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
Gladiator and Starship
Yeah, but
Troopers.
these are like,
Yeah. You got to push them up on the list.
Okay.
I literally was trying
All
to put
right.
them on the list. I got too many things. Oh, here
I don't know what we're doing here. We're gonna have to have fucking clemency or something. Yeah.
So before Face
and neither
Off.
his Jet. I don't know your age, so maybe you're younger. It's okay. It's okay.
Jet's a super hot chick, Asian, schoolgirl uniform. I'll never look at Jet the same way again.
Except she spitzes instead of swallows.
Whoa. She's right here in chat. She heard that.
I'm not even going off cam like Gary and Ryan do. I'm doing it right now.
What movie am I watching?
21. Okay.
Conan
That's
the Barbarian?
acceptable.
Predator.
Look, he was half right.
Erwin is not 21. He's significantly older, no offense. He should have seen it by now. Jet is 21. Shout out to, while no one will respect you at this age,
20-year-old
you do have all your
hot
youth.
Asian girl. What?
We'll do a meetup where we're just going to watch a bunch of movies.
and
Jet's just
Jet
playing
gave me
hard to
the
get.
Asian
Wait, I
card.
got the half Asian? Yeah, I also identify as half Asian too, Jet.
I forgot what I said, where I said something Asian racist, and he gave me the Asian card. I think I said Chike or something, and he was like, yeah, you can say it.
No, I already gave him the Asian card. Don't worry about it, Jet.
This is it's blowing my mind. Bunch of slat-jawed figotries in here.
I ain't got time to bleed. Is that a Predator quote?
Yes. God.
Goddamn
He puts
sexual
We all
tyrant.
need to watch Predator now. That
And they do
homework
the
homework?
week? No, because everyone should have seen Predator. That is literally one of the movies that I would just turn on while like I'm making dinner or something.
Oh, sweet
Dylan.
John.
Dylan, you son of a bitch. John,
That's a club.
I know
he's
things.
special.
Yeah, I'm an old too.
Okay, that's a decent one.
There we go. I've already watched No Country for Old Men. Thank you very much.
Have you really with Javier Bardem?
Yeah,
with
he's
the
freaking great.
bolt gun.
Also, my favorite part of Dune 2.
Oh,
Hey.
see, we've got double passes.
Would you like some information? I haven't seen No Country for Old Men.
That one's not as offensive when you say you haven't.
It's
seen
not.
it.
Right. That's why I haven't seen it.
I mean, look, that's the one movie I would never be sad about to fucking tell anyone. Like, God knows, I'm sure everyone will think it's a 7.
What about
7
some-
out of 10?
Well, hey, an 8 out of 10 is really good for me. Like,
Yeah, I
a
forget, you have a
9,
different-
9 is like I feel it's making me like feel like a different person. 10 is like it changed my life. So 8's pretty freaking good.
The first Predator is the best, of course. The second one is all right.
The first Predator does one of the only things a movie has done where it starts out
He's
as
gonna
one.
eventually.
It starts out as one movie and it turns into an entirely different fucking movie halfway through. Yeah, if you don't feel things, I don't like. I realize that most of my quotable things are from an
dead
Arnold
inside.
movie.
Oh, yeah.
I drink your milkshake.
I would say that's one I haven't seen.
I drink it up.
Because isn't it like 3.5 hours long or something?
It's
we did
pretty
this?
hardcore.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
there you
I don't really do dramas.
I, you young fuck, have never seen Lawrence of Arabia. How is it? Is it worth a watch?
I have seen Casablanca. Have you seen Casablanca?
No, but that's not the same.
I
Lawrence
saw
of
it-
Arabia is long. I remember it being super. Well, Casablanca is really long.
I saw Casablanca in a theater, like an old school art theater.
All right, I've heard it both ways. Casablanca or Casablanca?
It's America. We speak American, so however we want to say it.
Casablanca. And yeah, I accidentally watched Lawrence of Arabia. It's a totally different film.
I almost put my buddy was wanting to watch Gangs of New York. When we were talking about things to watch. I haven't seen Gangs of New York. Does that
It's a
make
good
it on
one.
the list for you?
Yeah,
Yes.
Because it's lengthy as well.
It's long, but it's a good one.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Before or after RoboCop?
After.
Okay.
And after Forrest Gump, after everything. It's a great movie, but all of those significantly you need to watch first. Sorry.
Erwin would die in Arizona.
Oh.
Are you calling me a cracker?
Predator has aged well regardless. Yeah, it turns into something completely different.
Plot
you're
gets
talking about
me.
Lawrence of Arabia. It's pretty good, but very slow. It's nearly 4 hours. Yeah, fuck. I'll watch it, but not anytime soon. But that's 3 hour 40. Yeah, that's a. I say that, but then I want to watch all the extended Lord of the Rings back to back. So what do I care about actual time? Yeah, go live with Westward. Go ahead. You want to share a rent? In Arizona, be hot as balls. You never leave the house.
I'm very flattered.
You
Yeah,
only
we
go
do.
outside to run from the house to the car, and then from the
Peak
car
mode.
to the Walmart.
That's Vegas. I have a family in Vegas, and that's what that is during the summer. Everything is air conditioned.
It's a $112 in the shade.
Yeah, we got Predator, Face Off, RoboCop, Forrest Gump, Gangs of New York. Chat. What else am I adding to it?
I mean, that's a solid start.
Yeah, eventually Predator 2 because.
Would you
If
say
like it?
I need to get the priorities, like triage stuff. Alien. Should I watch Alien instead of Predator 2?
Yeah,
No,
instead
stop.
of Predator 2.
Oh, yeah, instead of Predator 2. Yeah, but see, that means that's one where you have to watch Aliens.
I'm a sci-fi guy. You guys need to give me some sci-fi. I want to watch Logan's Run. Is that one you like?
All right, I'm going to go live with Westward, I guess.
Also, one that a lot of people haven't seen that I've seen that's really freaking good, that is also my wheelhouse, sci-fi dystopia, is Brazil. Have I brought that one up? Because that one is outrageously good. That is one you need to watch.
Alien is sci-fi, but it's different. Alien is survival horror, while Aliens is survival like action horror. Because there's a bunch.
Yeah, so you guys,
but you should watch both.
If you've watched Brazil, you guys would be like, "Oh my god, it's so good." So do you even know what it is?
No, it's a supposedly where a very gay Dan Vasc is from.
Yeah, see, it's the worst freaking name. It's sci-fi dystopia. It's got Robert De Niro in it. He's like a rogue renegade repairman because they live in like a sci-fi dystopia. So he's got to like wait for the bureaucrats to get there, and they don't.
It depends
come
on
fix
what
his
type
stuff,
of
so
porn you
good.
like, Bly. Gags of New York. It's only blowjobs, and it's just not as entertaining if you're gonna watch a porn parody. But Gangs of New York for sure you should watch. Unless you mean Gags of New York, it's where they do comedy specials in New York too.
So
That's
Brazil is Terry Gilliam, and it's from 1985. A sci-fi dystopian black comedy film.
Okay.
It's so good.
Watch
and the trailer is
Alien and
awful.
Aliens.
Aliens? Oh, well,
And me
I'll do
personally,
Alien.
I like the second one better than the first one. I don't think that's a hot take, but maybe it is. Hicks and Sigourney Weaver, Ripley are like some of the best. That's how you do a strong female leading character that doesn't emasculate. God
Still
damn
haven't
you!
watched Conan. Do I need to put that on? That?
First of all, I told you Conan way before you even read the comic, and then you bought the thing and you actually listened to the Conan music before watching it. Yes, Conan, please.
I know things.
Okay. What's Conan first, then Predator? Right? Chat. Conan first, then Predator.
Depends on what type of movie you want to see.
No, we're talking about historical importance of culture.
I'd rather do Conan. I'll whip it out.
Yeah. Get the Conan, show us the butt crack. Yeah. Crash it.
I was told I was supposed to behave on this.
You got to hide it.
I'm not allowed to be showing Conan.
No, it has to be contextual. I said don't do it randomly. He's got it up his ass. How'd you make that fit, by the way? Did you cut it down?
Oh, yeah. So I just took some needle nose pliers, and there's a little snipper part, and I just went around in a circle and then gave it a really good oomph. And then it went, woo! And I went, I hope I can find those. And I did eventually.
That shit lives rent-free in my head.
What is best, Conan?
I like the first guy. A falcon at your breast. No! God, watch Conan.
Yeah.
I am Subutai, thief and archer.
I'd watch more of this stuff, but we're going on 3 hours.
I know. We got 20 minutes left, and then we're getting out. Hey, it's not my fault that we have all these great conversations. Hey, guess what we get to do in a couple hours? do it all over again with Nerd Rage. And this time you get to rant the entire time while I just stare at you while you explain Gamergate. And we all talk about
and then
movies behind your
start
back.
a hate mob. You harassed me in chat. You're all putting
I
up
am
all the
gonna
comments. You've
ruin
harassed
you.
You're a harassment campaign.
I will just point out that I got a genuine laugh from Ryan on Open Bar, and it was when I fucking told you to suck it about meeting your heroes because I'm streaming with them. And that includes when I stream with you.
Misunderstood my advice.
I know, but that's what everyone's priority
It made me
is.
look like I'm talking shit in front of my boss.
Yeah, it was awesome. You won't get in trouble. He's a big softy. The secret's out on him. I believe it.
You know who's not a softy though?
Bro, Arnold, even though he doesn't look like the comic, did a good Conan. The second, that's the old, by the way, and maybe this is a fucking hot. I do not claim the second Conan movie. I don't like it. It's campy. Yes, it's there, but
I'm not watching the bad
Trust me.
sequels of movies,
That's what
even
I'm
the good
saying, like-
sequels. I'm watching the first one.
Just
Ghostbusters 1.
watch
Do I need to add Ghostbusters to this list?
If you've never seen Ghostbusters, yes.
The original
Okay.
Ghostbusters?
Where does it go on the list compared to Predator and Face Off?
Son of a bitch.
After
above
Predator,
Face Off.
before Face Off. No, wait, I
Yes.
just say yeah.
Yes.
Predator, Ghostbusters, Face Off.
Conan.
Predator. Oh, Conan, Predator, Ghostbusters,
Conan
Face
first.
Off.
Yeah, before everything. Conan and Predator for Jesus. I feel like this is how you program, by the way, like this is the list that we're like
When I die.
for rats' children. It was like, well, we got to show them first to make sure that they're decent humans. Oh, well, we got to show them Predator and Terminator and this and this and this and this. It's basic learning of a human. Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Abyss. What's the one I always confuse it? Oh, Abyss and Sphere.
Oh.
Sphere with Sam and
Yeah.
Dustin Hoffman. Oh, Hook. You see, I know you haven't seen Hook.
You went a different way.
I've seen some Hook back in the day.
I was gonna say Event Horizon.
Well, that goes to because you asked for scary sci-fi. So yeah, in Event Horizon.
Yeah, you guys were talking was it Open Bar where movies or shows that really jacked you up and some of the Event Horizon and chat a couple times, and I'm like, I haven't seen it, but I've seen those scenes. It's in my documentary.
Yeah, I was gonna say a spaceship goes through hell.
Yeah, and
I have this poster stuck in my head.
I went through it like when he sees it and he has like all the flash really fast. I had to go through that like frame by frame. I'm scarred.
Yeah. Event Horizon is good. There's a bunch of the one I didn't say that I was gonna say is Candyman, the first Candyman with Tony Todd.
Yeah.
The whole say his name in the mirror 3 times. It's her and Bloody Mary where you say it in the mirror.
Yes.
But either way, you creep me out.
Who did the remake? Is that the Marvels? What?
Nia DaCosta.
Is that what it was?
Who
right?
directed the Marvels, and it lost money. Yeah.
Let's not let her get out of the news cycle. We need to bring an excuse to bring her back.
Bro, I mean, it's not as but
put some corporate people around her to watch her a little.
How the mushrooms treating you over there? Just wondering. Asking for a friend.
Hi, I'm the friend.
You want something to mess you up? Check out. Oh, fuck it. Oyasumi Pun.
Oyasumi?
The manga that changes lives. Bro, I'm still trying.
Why did I write Ghost?
Get out. Who speaks of Prometheus in here?
Oh, I don't get triggered by Prometheus or Covenant. I've watched both of them. I don't think they're great connected. It's another one of those like you probably just shouldn't have connected that to Alien. You should have just made something else and done your whole God origin of man story. Like I again maintain because I talked about it on Open Bar and they were like, "Well, haven't they done that?" I was like, "No, that's the point. They didn't do it. It needs to be the colonial Marines specifically fighting against the Predator and the aliens, not generic white human dummies with regular guns."
Colonialists sound like colonizers, though, so good luck with that.
We literally are colonizers in the future. It's the whole fucking point of them. But yeah, it needs to have that colonial marine dynamic, but it won't do it. So just play Aliens vs. Predator, the games. The original one.
So what do you think about Alyssa Mercante really enjoying season 2 of Halo?
I don't know. I was trying to find her OnlyFans for research.
Oh, gross! No, but make Techrat do it.
No, I don't. Like that's the thing when you find out someone has an OnlyFans. It's like, but how the fuck do you search OnlyFans for them? Because people don't use their real names. Unless you're
Well,
like the chick from Sopranos.
We'll talk after the stream.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's got ways.
He's got a guy for that.
It's got a guy for that. Yeah. No, has she quit yet?
No, like I told you, she's trying to get fired. Instead of getting fired, they're going to be doing news for now. Which
really
I'm like,
just means
yes.
clickbait articles that we'll cover and make fun of.
Oh, she's working on the Melanie Mac story next, so that should be fun. Melanie will get a bunch of subscribers and views off that.
Boy, how did she describe it? As like a alt-right, like super conservative Christian that uses homophobic propaganda or something. Like it was not too many people fit the possible bill, even if it was a negative,
heavily
phrasing.
Christian and homophobic. It's just like, yeah. We all know who she's talking about. And then it was confirmed because Melanie Mac's like, why didn't you just ask me for it? And then Alyssa's all, oh, I was going to get back to you next week. So yeah, no, it's 100% confirmed. It's Melanie Mac. They're talking next week.
What is Leviathan about? And yeah, I think Melanie will be able to weather the storm.
I support anything Leviathan. I blame Final
most
Fantasy.
of the movies here. I told the story about back in the day. My grandma would take me to Blockbuster, and I would just be able to rent whatever. She didn't give a shit. So while looking through, it would be like, what do I think will have nudity in it? Because there was no internet. What do I think will get nudity? Which still led me to watch some great things, but also like what's just cool. And I would always see Leviathan with like the submersible going underwater. I gotta watch it. Yeah, I know it's underwater horror, which is I'm not a fan of
BioShock.
Phasmophobia, basically.
It's some other thing. You never played Subnautica then?
No, you told me about it. I was like, no, it gives me the bro,
It's
like
so
because like
good.
100%ing on all the Assassin's Creed, the fourth one in Black Flag where he has to swim underwater and there's sharks and caves and shit.
That's why it's fun.
I did it.
Because you're all like panicking.
Yeah,
like, you get that feeling like you're being chased behind you, even though
there
you're
are
not.
Leviathans in it that are behind you chasing you.
Dude, did you play the second one?
Subnautica is so good. That's the one I recommend. If no one's ever played it, that's because they really
they tweaked it, and it's like in a cold environment.
Yeah, and the giant sub was like fun to drive around, but
see, at least you're in a
not
sub.
beginner friendly.
Rat and I played Stranded Deep, where you're like surviving on island. It's like I hate the fucking
you got sharks
swimming between things. Yeah, got stuck, and I dropped the oar, and I'm stuck in the ocean swimming back between islands.
We need to get a raft game going. That's one my computer might actually be able to handle.
I sucks because I bought or saw it at least. I did buy Green Hell. If you've heard of it.
We need to get something to play. I thought we were going to play Helldivers, but apparently not.
I know. Erwin tried. No, I wanted to play The Forest, Children of the Forest or whatever, but I don't think you'd be able to play it.
Oh, and that game's just a little too multi-armed monsters throwing babies at you.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I saw Az and them playing it back in the day. Yeah, I want to play Helldivers if we can. So we need to grip.
Underwater RoboCop
fund.
So I've got Conan, Predator, Ghostbuster, Face Off. Now we got Alien, Forrest Gump, RoboCop, Gangs of New York. What's coming fifth?
I don't know, but I personally, chat, you tell me. I think he should watch Aliens. I think you should skip right over Alien and watch Aliens instead of Alien. If it's one or the other, you should probably watch both. But if it's one of the Aliens, I say Aliens. What? Am I wrong?
And
I don't want to hot take it.
After Face Off?
Yeah.
It's next up? All right,
I mean,
Aliens.
Aliens is probably more important, but.
All right.
Oh, Jesus,
and then
we
doing Forrest Gump or Gangs of New York?
Oh, no.
When do I need to add Terminator on there? I mean, so much of the stuff I've seen bits and pieces growing up, but as far as sitting down and watching the full thing,
but if you add Terminator, you have to add T2. Those do come
that
together.
is acceptable. That one I will allow a second.
Okay, well then yes, you need to add Terminator and T2. How are you alive?
You fucking pod person.
Like anime and YouTube and stuff.
This is what I'm saying. Yes, much like Terminator, you should probably watch Alien and Aliens, but if you had to choose, Aliens is the better one.
Yeah, because there's so freaking many. I gotta.
Yeah. Well, but no one's telling you to watch Alien 3 or 4 or any of the fucking Covenant. No one's telling you to do any of that. You forget there. Bro,
I want to watch Logan's Run is what I want to watch.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. He was always apparently just into politics. He was reading about the Iraq War in the 90s.
YouTube. Eventually, all I watched was YouTube and politics. Talk radio. I'm an old person.
But most of these existed before the internet.
Yeah, my family just had like Disney movies growing up. My parents are into movies though. That's why I used to go see a movie or more a week.
Okay, well that makes more sense.
And
I was an
then-
only child, and I had access to like just a lot of VHSs.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I went to Blockbuster plenty and whatnot, but I was, I was into video games.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's forgivable, and you're atoning
watch-
for it now. That's it.
We'd watch
Some of
movies
them
and
are
stuff.
super forgivable. Some of them are like, again, how the fuck
I'm
have
trying
you
not
made
to be
it
a
this far?
poser. Remember when I tried to not be a poser in comics, and now I want to freaking make a comic book?
100%.
Do you want me to
100%.
get in this? I'm going to be making a movie next.
No, I do. I can continue. Right. God bless you for doing it. You're not a poser because you've actually, like I said, you have watched quite a few of them.
I respect
Thankfully.
my elders in the business.
No, and I'm a poser as far as like Marvel stuff. You have way more Marvel books than I do.
Yeah, my DC outweighs it so hard. I think I have about as
I'm
many.
all DC.
I have as many Batmans as I do Marvel. I think.
That's what I'm saying. The only other comics I have are the Ripa ones, and then the Star Wars ones, and then I got.
know. That's why I was gonna
The
be like,
Conan.
"Hey, Old Man Logan," but
And then
I was
Old Man
like,
Logan. Yeah, well, and
I
do
don't
have a
think
bunch of
he's gonna-
individual.
he's gonna want to like besmirch his DC collection.
I have a bunch of individual ones that are all old school Marvel that like someone gave me a bunch of them that I just bagged and boarded one time watching Gary Az and Mahler, but I've not read them all. There's some good ones, some old school like Captain America, women with big breasts still, so they were made before the cut option. Oh yeah, that's the thing. You got Bill Paxton's the only dude.
I'm
to be
aware
killed.
of this. I know of that.
To be killed by all guys.
I've
Yeah.
used the clip.
Oh man.
Game over, man.
Oh no! What I was gonna say, Bill Paxton's the only actor to be killed by the Terminator, the Predator, the Alien. Yeah.
I also only had a Rippaverse comic, and then I'm like, I can't wait months to get another one. I should try one of these mainstream comics, and then I started my road to homelessness.
That's what started. You see the boobs one place. You try to find them. Yeah.
These are my Conans right here. I've got 6 currently.
No, that statue does look good though. Every time I think I've seen them all,
Yeah,
McFarlane
I like
has
my
another.
Tetsuo. My Tetsuo is pretty cool until Hypno had to
It did sort of look like a
point
Schlizong.
something out to me.
By the
Other
way,
than that,
it's a little girthy.
yeah.
Vasquez is actually played by a Jewish woman. She's not Mexican at all. But she
Where was
plays
the uproar?
the character. No. Have you? No, and her and Gorman. You always were an asshole, Gorman.
I can't wait for him to come back and be like, thank you. I loved these ones. I didn't care for these ones. I'm looking forward to some report.
By the way, no lies on this one is like maybe you would find some nudity in a Mad magazine. In one of the foldovers. That's an old school fucking God, the internet spoiled everyone.
The recent Red Letter Media, they were talking about like a porno mag out in the woods, and that made me remember. I think someone found like a DVD like in the trash or on the street or something, and I'm like, oh wait, crap! I kind of did actually have my own Forest porno mag.
Well, the rat and I had a very lovely neighbor who, at the time before pirating of like digital, this motherfucker had a VCR that you could do as a double tape. So he would go to Blockbuster, rent 10 at a time, and just copy the tapes. He
Shout
had
out,
his
Vern.
living
I know
room-
he's not
Shut
alive.
up. He's dead. He's long dead.
You wouldn't download a car.
His whole front room was just bookshelves filled with
Bookshelves.
VHSs. We would go over. He'd have an old school book binder like this, of
Uh-huh.
just movies. So
A
that's the
three-ring
other way.
binder.
I would just go over there and borrow movies, and then one day I was like, "He's pretty cool." I was like, "13." I was like, "Hey man,
You got anything in the back?
got any porn I could borrow?" He's like, "Yeah, let me tell you." Shout out. They don't have the OGs, but that would probably be super problematic now. But like, hey man, he knew. Yeah, he
Oh,
hasn't
God.
seen any of the Rambos.
No.
What's First Blood?
It's the okay.
It's when a woman is no
No.
longer a teen.
No, it's Rambo, and then Rambo First Blood is the second one.
Am I adding Rambo to the list? I
part
would
2. I'm trying to think of the. It's based on the book, and the first one is completely different from the second ones, where he goes back to Vietnam. So yeah,
which Rambo's going on the list? That's all that matters.
The first one, right? Like, even though the second one
The
is
first one.
completely, the second one is the one that's memed on, where he's shirtless and with the bow and arrow and the explosions. But the first one is really good with Brian
the
Dennehy.
Best action, most manliness.
The second one. The second one.
Best story?
The first one.
Do the first one.
Because, like, spoiler,
do the first of everything. Why would you watch the second?
The first Rambo is based on a
I'm
book
watching
where
Aliens, apparently.
He dies at the end of the book. He doesn't die. Well, he doesn't die at the end of the free movie. Fucking obviously, he's still alive.
You just spoiled that he doesn't die.
So they changed it from the books. So yeah, the first what they're saying is the first one is the most true story of like a combat vet that comes back and is messed with PTSD and all that, and he's not treated well. And then the second one, he turns into like a superhero, going to Chuck Norris levels.
He doesn't. In the first one.
No, well, he does. He does do one of those. Yeah, where he does the scream and he shoot. Yeah, he does. But then he has a really good actor. Yeah. The book that I ruined that he wasn't going to read of the movie that he hasn't seen.
It's on the list.
Chat's on fire.
Tron 2. The second one is one I would say.
I've seen Tron 2.
Also, or you've seen Tron 2?
We're talking about like the new one, right? Or was there like some? Okay, I've not.
Just watch the first Rambo. Put that there somewhere. Tango and Cash. Yes. Fuck.
Yes,
we have to watch all of them, but now we really have to prioritize.
I've seen Tango and Cash. I've seen a couple. That's Western, right?
Honestly, I think we've given him enough for this struggle session.
I only got 8 of them, I think.
Oh yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I have something that looks like Ghost, so if I can't figure out what that is, then
Ghost is good,
Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah,
9.
Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
I already had it.
All right, here's what I would suggest. Go start
we have
watching.
5 minutes, so we're gonna start wrapping up here. Everyone,
go watch trailers for those movies and start watching the ones you think you'll enjoy the most first.
I know what all of these. I know movies. I'm aware of what they are.
He's probably seen them all spoofed so many times. He's seen scenes.
Conan did not put in the documentary, but did recently use a clip, which I think Badger told me to. Yeah.
Yeah, for hip. You were going to use that clip. You said
Predator in the documentary. Ghostbusters in the documentary. Face Off in the documentaries. I don't think I put any aliens in it. Forrest Gump. No, but I did use a clip of Forrest Gump recently. RoboCop. Gangs of New York. No, I didn't.
Take your time.
With those
are all good. Easily approachable.
I'm very aware of these things. Just haven't sat down to watch them.
I'm jealous. I really am actually jealous that you get to watch these for the first. It's a lot like people that get to play.
I'm jealous you have time to watch all these things.
Oh, put the bunny down.
Yeah, John Malkovich. Yeah, that's.
Are we really in Con Air? I can't.
No, it's yes, eventually, but no. Watch Face Off first.
That's not really one that interests me.
Define irony.
Yeah, this definitely should go on the list at some point. I don't even want to do
Dwayne Johnson.
Nope.
No, Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage.
I know you try to make me use a clip, and I really wanted it, but it was in 240p, and you.
That's my problem. Is all the things I want him to use, I cannot find in a better 4K.
I watched a ton of movies, and then I didn't watch any for a decade. Thank you.
Well,
so you're saying you need the rat to do a couple of things?
Here's the real truth: is that you do have time. You're just such a workaholic. But now that your research project has gone down, I'm hoping we can squeeze some in because this is food for the soul, editing. My brother. Food for the soul.
That's honestly the fault of editing. That's all I've done the last 2 years. Now it's my job. Turns out I do it even more now.
I know, but it's needed, and we will be talking about that tomorrow at 10 a.m. God's time. And
Lord, no.
What, 1 o'clock Eastern?
Thank you. The Lord's time.
The Lord's time, yeah, for Nerd Rage. But other than that, you've done it. We're here. The 14th episode of Inside the Badger Den. Done. No homework for next week other than to report back and see what happens.
Unless you're
for you. You have all the homework. No homework for us. No more
Only 8 homeworks.
Yeah. No, I think I might be watching Predator just for the fun of it.
Ooh, I started watching Shogun, so I'm going to continue that.
I will
need
watch it when it all comes out.
I need a girl boss rating on that one.
Yeah, we did 3 hours. I meant to do 2 hours, but like a little after 2 hours, I realized, fuck, it's 2 hours.
I meant to do 1.
Yeah, well, that's what happens with the great people that show up. We had pretty consistent towards the end there, 20 people. Love to see you guys. Thank you for showing up. I know it's a weird time, late, but thank you. Thank you, all of you.
I was just here to see Down Upwards chats. I really wasn't even planning on talking. I just wanted to see what Down had to say.
And constantly
We are all
delivered.
here for that. We are all here for that. Maximum overdrive.
What is that noise? Are you about to spill something again?
I swear it's not.
Yes, I'm so down. We're going to keep doing it. It's what it is. Consistency. Just keep doing it. And we're just in time, obviously, for him to trip balls. Thank you, guys. And we will see you back here next Friday, right? Because we're going to keep doing it every Friday. And maybe, I don't know. Either because if we start at 8 o'clock, we're still streaming over everyone. So
everybody shows up late anyway.
We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you. And I'm not going to do the thing where we drag out for the full 3 hours. So we're just
Take care.
Subscribe to Nerd Dude.
Yeah, subscribe actually to Nerd Wars.
No, Nerd Dude. I changed it. It's called Nerd Dude now.
Nerd Dude. All right, bye, guys.
I'm still waving. You better end it soon.